navigate. I know you're in control of your brain. Navigate.
Poser alert.
Yeah.
yes. Fuck yes. Those of you that watch the show regularly know long songs and me. It's rare unless it's really fucking good, like Bloodspill songs are catchy all the way through. Don't get boring, fucking ripping, shredding, evil. It's just good shit. You know, you got your Merciful Fates and Venoms and shit like that, right? But yeah, fucking Bloodspill. So I'm psyched to have Freddy on today. You know, being from Texas and all. Been working on this for a while. And it's here. It's here. So thank anybody who's here for the first time. Got a lot of got a good little early crowd going on already. I usually go through the comments, but you guys have been commenting like a motherfucker. So that's good. I appreciate that. If you guys have any questions, any specific, I think we're gonna cover a lot of shit tonight, but you know, we tend to forget stuff. But you know, we're gonna cover, of course, Bloodspill, Green Ripper, which is the latest stuff Freddy's been doing. He's also had a band called Miscarriage. So yeah, you guys, if you guys have watched this before, you kind of know how it works. So anyway, I've been promoting this show like crazy. So if you would do me the favor, if you have them fucking Instagrams and those Facebooks, share the link on there on your Facebook and your Instagrams. And let me know, or let your friends know that this is happening right now. So anyway, so without further ado, let's bring the man of the hour, the one and only Bloody Freddy.
Yeah, finally, it feels like I scored 4 touchdowns in a game, dude. Finally, after 37 years, I get
Yeah,
an
this
interview. Hey,
this is the
it's
first
good.
Bloodspill interview ever.
Hey, thanks for anybody who's out there checking it out. We're just gonna
Yeah,
talk about good times, old times. You know what I mean? Like
good
the,
old
the whole
times,
thing of
new
it's old
times.
times. And I could have let y'all down. I still have my beautiful hair. It's harder to drink beer with it now, but
Yeah, yeah. You know,
so
still, I
thanks,
mean,
thanks
yeah,
for having us.
you haven't aged a fucking day.
Hey, you better believe it. With skin cream products and Yantito's taking care of taking care of teeth too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Hell
see that,
yeah,
man. I see that. So,
yeah.
in the back, nobody could see you in the background, but I could see you in the background. Hey, before we get started, we got to start it off with a Hail Satan.
Oh hell, Satan, dude! I was gonna say that, but I was overwhelmed, dude, by the 4 touchdowns. I felt like Al Bundy finally. Like,
Four
fuck
touchdowns.
yeah! Hey, don't blow up the sign behind me. Remember when Bud and Kelly took
Yeah.
down that sign because they thought they were gonna give it to, I think it was Bradshaw or somebody, and then he said, "We're gonna donate it to the man who truly deserves it." The Al Bundy Stadium when they blew that shit up. Remember that shit? That- So hell Satan, hell him,
Hail
hey dude.
Satan.
That's all Bloodspill was about, was Satanism. Like we were deep into Satanism. Like myself,
Yeah.
the rest of
So
the guys.
I noticed. I noticed while you were in the. It looked like nobody could see you, but I could see what's going on. It looked like you were. Do you still remember like the words?
Oh yeah, a lot of them. Yeah,
Yeah, I noticed you in the background, like
yeah, 'cause,
doing this and that. I'm like,
yeah,
when was
yeah.
the last time you heard your band?
You know what, dude? I don't really listen to it that often because when I was real young, like I burned the shit out of it. But you know what? I do
Yeah.
enjoy it, and when I hear it, dude, it like especially right now, I was telling this dude, it's like I've never really heard it on headphones. Fuck, it sounds magnificent, dude. Like it tripped me out. That's why it felt like I was back in the studio, dude. Like I'm being honest, dude. Like I felt
Yeah.
young
You're
again.
like
I guess all
holding
the
your
hair,
fucking earphones,
it
going
combing my hair. Hell
doing
yeah!
those fucking screams. I think somebody asked,
Can I still do the scream?
can you still belt out the?
I could probably throw some of but that high one. I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
is I'll tell you a story.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we got into the studio, right? We went to Edda Point, right? And Edda Point Studio, it wasn't finished being built, right? So in order for us to record the album, they put me in a fucking closet, right? That didn't have air conditioning. There was no air conditioning. Just you could see fucking fiberglass and all, like just raw material shouldn't be around, right? No light. They
Yeah.
put me in there with a fucking microphone, and they say the band says we need your scratch vocals or we can't do it. And I was like, "You fucking bitches, we fucking practiced so many times, really, dude. Okay." So I go into the fucking closet, right? And I'm fucking fucking yelling my balls off. And it's
Yeah.
fucking high as fuck, dude. Like it's like no reverb, scratch vocals. Anybody's ever done scratch vocals and they do them wrong, it feels like that. Like just abrasive,
Yeah.
unnatural, disgusting, dude. And I'm
Yeah.
fucking in there, dude. I'm fucking suffocating. It's all fucking dark, and they can't get it right. So
Jeez.
imagine, dude, I gotta be in the fucking closet for at least fucking 9 minutes because the songs are fucking long, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
these
Exactly.
motherfuckers are fucking it up like in the seventh minute, and I fucking have to come out and I'm opening the door and that dude's going, "You have to keep the door." I was like, "Fuck you." I came out of the fucking room after the second time, right? And I came out and I fucking told him, I said, "Listen to me, you motherfuckers. If you don't play this fucking music right, I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass." Because we had saved up so much money to go to a studio, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I go, "So you best get it right." You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna be going in that fucking closet. I told that Donnie Mills, right, from Edda Point. And he goes, "Well, come and have a seat over here." Shit, air conditioning, all badass, right? So so to make the story out, we'll talk more about that. But I'm saying
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
first
Yeah.
time when you hear those screams,
Yeah.
it was when I went back into the fucking. They didn't have a vocal booth, so it was like kind of like two sliding doors, but it was
Yeah.
insulated. Like those badass thick windows. And the
Uh-huh.
guys are sitting in front of me, like they're sitting down the stair. We're that young where you could fucking sit on a stair and you don't need a chair. You're not that old, right? And they had never really heard my vocals clear and complete because we
Yeah.
always played in shitty places where they're just on that, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's
Of
what you
course.
got because you were singing out of some dude's bass cabinet or a fucking crate, or you know what worked actually? Fucking PV with the reverb. Oh, those are good. But
Yeah.
anyway, we finally get in there and they go, "It's all up to you, Fred. How do you sound?" And when I fucking threw that first yell, that oh my god, they flew off the floor, dude. They were like, and you know what? I never forget what they said. They said, "We're gonna make it." And I was like, now I'm thinking about
We're gonna make it.
37 years. Listen to me. 37 years later, I'm thinking at that point, you could really think about being a rock star, dude, because back then they were playing bands. It's
Yeah.
not like
Yeah.
now every motherfucker's on a label and nobody gets any kind of fucking compensation except their goddamn records. Go sell your records. That's like when we went to school and sold that chocolate, and we got that shitty stuff that we got back for selling the chocolate,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
thought we were gonna get the fuck out of here, get some cars, you know what I mean? Like we're on our way, but hey, we're 15, 16 years
Of
old,
course.
and not only that, nobody sounded like that.
No. 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 No.
That's it. Like, but you know
So
what, dude?
we'll.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No. We'll get to all that.
Oh
Because
yeah.
I'm fucking. We'll definitely want to hear all the stories. But
Oh, there's too many.
you grew up. You grew up in San Antonio, right?
Yeah, I grew up on the south side right here by Collins Garden. Hey, for all the people that are from Collins Garden area, this is for you guys, man. The only extreme band they've ever had, dude. I'm being honest. There's not another band that ever took place here.
So how
Extreme.
how I mean, haven't talked to you or whatever, and watched your. Oh, by the way, before I forget, I know we're talking about his bands, but Freddy does a fucking very good show on YouTube called That Little Shit Show
The
that
little
everybody
shit.
needs to check out. I think you guys do it like what twice a
Yeah,
month on Saturdays,
we do we're a bi monthly or so
bi-monthly.
bi-weekly or two weeks. So we're
Yeah, yeah.
doing one tomorrow. If you get bored, check us out.
Okay, there you go. There you go. So you guys should really check that shit out. That Little Shit Show. It's fucking hilarious. He plays tunes. These guys have a good time. So That Little Shit Show. Is it That Little Shit Show or The Little Shit Show?
The little shit show. The
The
little shit. The yeah
The Little Shit Show. So
yeah the
anyway,
little shit show.
Just wanted to get that out of the way. But yeah, growing up in San Antonio, um, when did like music? Did you grow up around music? Was your family musicians or anything like that?
You know what? All of my family members were all fucking like they had a lot of vocal abilities. They were singers, right? But they
Yeah.
were like Spanish singers, like but published Spanish singers, like they were actually had vinyl, you know, and well, when you come from a family like that, like you're embarrassed to even try to sing because they didn't give you none of that kind love. They were like, hey, shut the fuck up, you don't know how to sing, you know. So you had
Yeah.
to prove yourself. And back then, I did used to do a little bit of Spanish singing, honestly, for like you would get in the backyard parties, and your tios would get drunk, and they would throw fucking dollars and quarters. I'll be singing, dude. You know? So I started singing at a very young age, dude. I knew how to sing, not English, but it was Spanish, you know. But I mean,
Yeah.
fuck, man.
Yeah. No, I mean that's kind of I kind of grew up
And
around
then
the
I
same
grew up
shit.
like I never had an older brother, so all of the music that I got into was like I was into like Kiss when I was like 5 years old, you know. Like if you look at
Mm,
my old school pictures, I was always dressed with belt buckles of Kiss shirt, Led Zeppelin, you know. I was always
How
into
did
music
how did that come into your your fucking your
in my
world?
life. Yeah, yeah. Well, I had a cousin of mine. His name was Ralph, and he was like about 2, 3 years older than me, and he had a pretty good stereo, you know. So he started getting into rock and stuff, and we started listening to all that stuff, you know. And I got really into Kiss as a little boy. You know, people would always
Yeah.
kind of make fun of stuff like that now, but when you were a little kid, dude, that blood on fucking Gene Seco, dude, when it was like when you saw it on that cover, that that made me feel good, dude, because I was a hateful little fucker, you know, and I still am, dude, you know, very evil, very satanic since birth. Since I was a little kid, dude, I used to tell people, "You fuck with me, wait till the devil comes, motherfucker," you know. Always been that way, dude. You know, I'm serious. I have a fucking tattoo of an upside down cross on my chest. I'm not gonna change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's who I am, dude. It's so when I finally heard like something evil was probably Black Sabbath, you know, Black Sabbath, and then I got into, of course, the Scorpions, ACDC. ACDC was
Yeah.
my favorite band, except
Ah,
you
oh yeah,
know
me too.
all the good shit, Iron Maiden. You know, I got into all that, and then I finally discovered like I guess like really we got into hardcore first, you know,
Yeah.
and then we were listening to like Destruction, Sodom. You know, back then there was like Blessed Death, Sacred Reich. I never got into that shit, but you know, stuff like that. You know, there was a Slayer, of course, dude. You know,
Yeah.
Celtic Frost, Hellhammer, Battery, Hyrax. You know, all that shit. We went through all that because I started hanging out with a buddy of mine, and what he did is check it out. This is how I changed. I don't know what the fuck I'm listening to, which I feel like a poser, but it's good music. Sabotage, Sirens, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I have it in a Walkman. You remember the Walkmans, right?
Of
So I'm
course.
getting on. I'm getting onto the bus, right, with the Walkman, and I'm expecting to hear like a Holocaust or something, right? Like I don't know where I left it,
Hmm.
and then I say it, and then I just hear bang, 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 tss,
Oh
tss,
shit. I already
bang,
know.
bang, 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 and then I fucking possessed. Comes out, dude, without knowing who the fuck they were. I just hear those vocals, and I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" So I had to fucking pop it out of the thing and read the fucking cassette, and it was possessed. Seven churches, dude.
Fuck
That
yeah.
shit right there, dude. That was like, we gotta find heavier, eviler stuff. You know what I mean? Like we started looking for evil shit. Me and my buddy, dude. My buddy Hoser, dude. Actually, we started going to like he would buy all of the first edition records that ever mattered, dude. Like that motherfucker used to have a beautiful collection. Just him and Gideon. Gideon too was a good friend of mine that started Green Ripper. He had an
Yeah.
extensive collection of extreme hardcore black metal, death metal, and we would go over there like a library and fucking we would take our cassettes
Yeah.
and fucking say, "Hey, burn us all this shit." He would get all pissed off at the end of the night, like, "Just come over here." It's like, dude, we come over here to party, but record this shit for us, you know?
Yeah. While we're here, yeah.
Yeah, he was like
Yeah.
our library, you know, because I mean, we were fucking rich, you know, and
No,
we
of course not.
everything was taped over, dude. Like that's sad to say. It's like I was going from Iron Maiden or listening to shit Dio and stuff like that, where I started
Yeah. Hell
noticing
yeah.
that that I was putting tape on top of my deals like Holy Diver and recording like fucking Napalm Death, Scum on there, dude. It's like, and then having to ride over it because I was like, "Gee, I don't want nobody." But how did we trade our old bands? You know what I mean? We were really traders
Yeah.
at that time because
Yeah.
that's what my first concert that I ever went to by myself. I was 11 years old, and I went to go see the Scorpions on the Blackout tour with Iron Maiden, dude, on the Number
Fuck
of the
yeah.
Beast, dude. Me and my cousin, dude. It was like when I got there and I saw the women. That's when I knew I wanted to make music. You see, I thought I was gonna make music, money. Oh man. Hey, little did I know that I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be
yeah.
playing in San Antonio for like $7.45. Like, God damn it, are you serious? Somebody has to share a
Yeah, but
taco tonight, no?
yeah.
So,
Don't go back. Don't go. Say don't go back in time and talk to that young kid because you don't want to.
right.
You don't want to. You don't want
You
to
don't want
know
to
what that's
incite him
about.
to
Yeah.
get violent, right? God. Yeah, but it was true, We got all into which was the true underground. That's what I tell a lot of people. Like when we made Bloodspill, there wasn't a lot of stuff. Like I mean, there was Sodom, and Sodom
Yeah.
to me was like black metal, dude. That's what I
Right.
always considered Sodom. When I heard Sodom, I thought to myself, God, I told my friend, we need to find bands like this. Like I loved all that, all that breathing, I love that
Right.
shit, more than later we hear more growling, like when Chuck and them come in, later in
Yeah.
time. But I loved all that, even fucking Destruction was, one of those kind of people. But when I heard Battery, fuck, dude, that dude,
Yeah.
you're right. He is the king of the, he is the
Hell
king of,
yeah, dude. The best
nobody fuck
ever.
macho. Like he just threw up and then drank it. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Exactly.
he
It was
inspired the living
like
shit out of me, dude. That dude.
that's the take. That's the take.
That-
Let's keep that one.
hey, but I'll tell you something. At the time of Battery, nobody would really get into it. Like now you see a lot. Oh, Battery, Battery, Battery. When I
Right.
was young, you would put Battery on. Like we would get all fucked up, all high and drunk and shit because we partied a lot. That was what we did.
Yeah.
But everybody would get turned off by it. It sounds thin. They don't sound that tight. That's like, dude. I started thinking too. I don't know. There's something to it, and then I dropped some acid. Right? I dropped some acid, and I listened to that shit, and I was like, dude, take some acid and listen to it, man, dude. I
Changes
worship that
everything.
fucking band, dude. They got in my head, dude. All that,
Well,
all that
I
shit, dude.
mean, even like I mean in the 80s, like, people were scared of like Ozzy,
Oh
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
can only imagine, somebody listening to Battery that's,
Right.
never heard it
Yeah,
before. Just they'll be like, oh, what the fuck is this shit?
what the fuck are
So,
you listening
but
to? I,
Battery, Carl
hey,
said, Battery cleared out parties.
it got you. He's telling the truth, dude. And you know what? And it's weird now that you hear like Battery. I love how fuck you.
Yeah, yeah.
If I know you, fuck you. Get the fuck out of the room because you were never down with Battery. I was the only one that was like worshiping. In fact,
Calling them out.
Bloodspill, and Battery have one thing in common. If you were a witch, you could fly your broom to it. It's just like if you're going through fucking the trees, like you're hauling ass. It just had that evilness to it, and
Yeah, yeah.
nobody liked it. It was so dirty, evil, and fucked up. Nobody liked it. It was really weird, dude. And I love the
So
shit out of it.
growing up on the South Side was, I mean, I know anybody that's grew up in San Antonio and was been into metal, hardcore, punk. They've heard about um, Hog Wild, right?
Oh hell
What
yeah!
other?
What
What
other place we had?
other? Was there any other record stores, or where'd you
Yeah,
guys?
there, were-
Where'd you guys
there-
go get your shit?
you know what, dude? If you were on the south side, you'd go to Flipside. And Flipside, the guy
Okay.
from Flipside, I forget what the fucking guy's name, but there was these two dudes that used to work at Flipside, and those dudes were really instrumental in pushing out, just like Ruben Luna. Ruben Luna, you would go to Hogwell,
Right.
and Ruben Luna would like you'd buy a record, and you had like Scum, from Napalm, and he would say, "Have you ever heard these guys, man? These guys rule." Okay, that's just so you knew you had to come back next week and buy that one. You know what I mean? The guys from fucking
Yeah.
Flipside were the same way. And what was cool about them was that they would put the music on while you were at the store. So you're like starting to hear like you're like, hey, who is this? And
Yeah.
they had the little fucking the cassette. It was actually the cassette, or because there wasn't, underground music usually didn't have too much records back then. You like, especially like if anything from Texas or
Yeah.
something, you find it in cassette, right? So it would be there, like, wow, those dudes are cool. But it was Flipside, dude. Flipside had a lot of underground music too, not as much as Hogwild, but they did, dude.
Yeah.
You could
That's
find good
cool. Yeah,
shit
I
there.
didn't know.
You
Yeah,
could,
because
you could buy Possessed.
you mentioned
You could buy
Ruben.
Ruben Luna ruled, man.
Yeah, you
You
remember?
know,
I know. Carl's mentioned him. He was kind of like the guy that would like say, "Hey, check this out," or "Check this out," or "Hey, have you heard this
that's
band?"
the
Or
actual godfather of fucking underground fucking metal to us, to like anybody who grew up in my
yeah,
generation who listened to KSYM on Thursdays, dude. Like he just fucking brought it to you, dude. Like he didn't give a fuck. He would just throw you onslaughts of shit. Like you were like, dude, everything he played, like the next week you were gonna go buy or you were trying to find it, but you didn't have a computer. You couldn't go fucking searching for it. You had to actually like tell somebody, hey, that song that goes like, like, oh shit, yeah, 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 right. Like there was
yeah,
really
yeah. I know that one.
there was no way to find it. Like you could get lucky and be at a party and somebody played it, and you'll be like, hey, that's the song I was looking for, and then go look at the cassette, and figure out who the fuck
Yeah,
it was. It was hard, dude. Back then, dude, you really had to dig to find music. It's not like now you
yeah. Of
just
course.
fucking scroll down fucking YouTube. You're gonna find whatever the hell you want.
Exactly.
Everything there, dude.
You can just yeah, but yeah, that's fucking cool. You guys, when did you was Bloodspill the first band you ever were in?
Well, no, actually, that's the crazy story. I used to have I tried to make a hardcore band, like I told you.
Oh yeah, yeah,
For all of my career, I've been trying to make a hardcore band, right?
yeah.
And I had a little band called the Ignorant Little Bastards, right? And we
That's
did
such a
some
San
fucked up.
Antonio name.
We had such crazy songs, but we just used to. I just had a guitar player, and then I used to scream into the mic. So we were just, you know what I mean? It was
Yeah,
crazy. And when we got a drummer, we didn't really know how to work with him, right? And we were like, the drummer was better than us. And the guy kind of looked at me and said, this dude that's on the guitar, he's not that serious. He's gonna leave. So what do you want to do, Fred? You're good. And I said, well, what do we do? He said, we'll play with my brother. And his brother comes in and we start playing and it starts coming out, but his brother's not serious either. So the guy tells me, it's a good part of the story. Listen to this. It's very important to the story we're gonna tell. So the guy tells me, what are you looking to do, Fred? I go, I'm looking to play music that just goes like, and he said, I'll teach it to you. So I got in the back of this drum set, right? And he goes, just hit the hi hat and then hit the hi hat with your foot and then hit the snare. So I learned it, right? So later on in time, like
yeah.
I'm telling you, I was really into hardcore. And this is when I used to go and fucking see hardcore bands would play. I was like, man, I want to be in a hardcore band so bad, dude. But finally, dude, some pulls it out way, dude, because I ended up going to go see Anthrax. But I only went to go see Anthrax because DRI was playing, right? And I
Yeah.
go to the show and I meet this dude, right? And he was an old friend of mine. And I tell him, hey, dude, I'm trying to make a band. He goes, yeah, you fucking, your hair's growing. You had to look like a band member back then to be in a band. He goes, man, your hair looks cool. Your hair's growing.
You had to have
We
the
look,
look,
and
huh?
his hair looked cool too. I was like, dude, we look pretty cool. We put on some fucking bullet belts. We look like a band, right? We need one more dude
Yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah,
we weren't thinking of
yeah,
nothing,
yeah.
right? So we're like, we'll make a band, we'll figure it out. So he agrees to make a band with me. And I lied to him that I have a guitar player, right? And I said, I'll bring the guitar player and we'll get everything together, right? But I was lying. So I end
Yeah.
up like 2 days later, I'm walking down where I live, right here by the Collins Garden area, and I hear this dude playing with a full band, dude. They're playing fucking Black Magic from fucking Slayer, dan, 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 dan,
Yeah.
dan, you know what I mean? They're jamming. I'm hearing them,
Yeah, of
and they
course.
sound badass, dude. It's a 5-piece band, and they sound killer. So I sit around and I wait, and they leave, and then I hear somebody just fucking just ripping it up, like just leads, right? So I go back there by
Yeah.
the fence and I look in there and I wave the dude down like, "Hey, dude!" And he tells me, "Come in." And he's playing the fucking guitar. Well, I don't know it at that time because I thought he was pretending like the way I used to pretend like I was playing like a lead, and because I couldn't play with the guitar, but I would play it like on the radio and pretend, right? So I was
Yeah.
thinking this is pretending, right? And I'm telling him, well, your dog won't let me in, so he just stops. And I was like, what the fuck? That dude is playing that shit, you know? This motherfucker was like,
Yeah.
dude, like, so I told him he had a 5-piece band, dude, called Hell Trooper. And I went in there and I said,
Okay.
it sounds good, dude, but I'm looking to do something original. He goes, oh my. I said, well, I have a drummer, right? So I take fucking Rob and I take him to this drummer, right? I mean, I've never even heard the drummer play the drums. I just know him from school. And he buys a
Yeah.
fucking cheap ass drum set, dude. Starts playing it, and he's trying to play like a beat, like, and I'm like, no, hombre, wait, you know? And he goes, what do you want me to do? I go, get off the fucking drums. I'm going to show you. Just do this. And he goes, what? I go, I want to play like this. Taka, taka, taka. And he goes, oh, okay. So he tries to do it. And then Rob goes, I go, what do you got, Rob? He goes, well, I wrote this song. And he starts playing like, and I was like, shit, dude, that ain't going to work for hardcore guys. But I wasn't going to change the music. I had to change myself.
Yeah.
So I told Steve, remember what I told you? Just play taka, 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 no matter what. Rob, play that. Ready? 1, 2. I was like, there we go. And that's how we got the Bloodspill sound, dude. And the guy who taught me how to play
Damn.
that beat, his name was Jimmy Garcia. And
Uh-huh.
he ended up losing his life in a gun battle with the police at his house. You know, he
Damn.
shot a couple of cops and they killed him. But I mean, he was a one
Damn.
badass motherfucker. He used to play for a band called Dissension in San Antonio. That was a hardcore band. They're brutal as fuck too, dude.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Dissension?
Dissension? I've heard a lot of dissensions. I don't know if I remember the one
Oh,
from
but
San
the one from
Antonio.
San Antonio. Yeah, Dissension.
Yeah, no.
Anybody from the old school knows who they are. They were pretty ruthless little band too, dude. But that's
Hey,
how we got the
speaking of
the
the
old.
old San Antonio, speaking of the old San Antonio hardcore, there was some underground bands, and then I guess the biggest one to come out was obviously Fearless,
Oh yeah,
but you also had um, fuck, I'm drawing a
CBS.
blank. CBS, Crippled by
Yeah,
Society,
that's Scrotum.
uh,
Scrotum
Scrotum
Nosedive.
Nosedive,
We had fucking
um,
Cerebral
Children in
Distort.
Pain.
Oh yeah, those are good buddies of ours, dude.
Yeah, yeah. Was that or those? Yeah, Carl mentioned. Was there like some kind of connection between you and the Children in Pain guys?
Well, we were both from Wheatley or Brack because they changed the name of the school twice while I was there. But they were from there, and those dudes. That's one thing about
Okay.
them. They fucking promoted the fuck. They would do shows like the first time Bloodspill ever played. They told me, said, you have a band, right, Fred? And I said, yeah, yeah, I got Bloodspill. And he said, y'all want to play? And I said, yeah. But I was thinking like, week two. By the end of the day, dude, they give me a flyer. He goes, hey, we're playing tonight. And I was like, what the fuck, right? So we play on Caden Street, which was over there by Highlands. And I fucking called Rob and I said, hey, dude, can we do a show? And he said, boss, I would do the show, but I broke my fucking hand. And I said, dude, they're gonna think I'm a fucking poser, dude. They're gonna think I'm fucking lying. I don't have a band, dude. Like it pissed me off because they were trying to see if we were a band. And he goes, I'm just
Yeah.
fucking around, boss. You want to do it? So we go and we show up to this place, dude. And it's a fucking 2-story house, dude. The backyard is filled, dude. I'm serious, like fucking 100, like at least about 100 people in the backyard, dude. There's an
Yeah.
extension cord being run from the next door neighbor, like a 2-story house, coming down. So you know that the house didn't have no lights where we were playing at, right? So they're running this shit through extension cords. They got all the equipment plugged up, from across the house, and we set up, dude, and we
Yeah.
played the first time. And I'm not even fucking around, dude. They didn't know how, they didn't slam. They just beat the fuck out of each other, dude. Like they literally, I'm fucking serious, dude. This dude just turned around and just popped this dude in the sequel, and the dude's bleeding, and he's going to me, sing to me, sing to me, and I'm fucking like, "Bleh," I'm fucking dude's all bloody and shit. They're all fucking kicking the crap out of each other, dude. Fucking the law comes, dude. The law comes after like 3 songs, dude. They throw us out, and dude,
Sing
and
to me.
he's like, sing to me. And I'm like, well, dude, I wanted to be a rock and roll star, right? I was like,
Yeah.
and the motherfucker's all bloody. Man, they fucking almost knock his tooth out, but everybody's fighting. Nobody's slamming. They're fucking scrapping it on. I'm being serious. The whole fucking place goes crazy, dude. The cops come, and I think, fuck it. What are they gonna do? They're gonna shut us down, right? Or what the fuck? And then the cop says,
Yeah, of
you know
course.
that this house is not, this is an abandoned house. Who gave you
Yeah.
permission to play there? We're like, I don't know, dude. Like they fucking put out flyers. Everybody's here because of, that's they had
Hey,
announced it.
is this that show by the way, or is this another
Which
show?
one?
Let me put it up. That
Hey,
one.
you know what? I think that one's it, dude. Is that on
That's
Caden
it.
Street? Yeah, hey, dude, this fucking
Uh,
show. And antisocialist play. There they are, yeah. But they
yeah,
didn't.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
that's the show.
yeah. That's before Evil Dave. Evil Dave became the singer of Antisocialist too. But that's with Louis.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. This little boy.
Louis
No, not
Carzales?
Louis. Not
Oh,
Louis. Hell
okay.
no, no, hell
Okay,
no,
okay.
man. Fucking Louis. Louis is cool as fuck. But yeah, dude. And so the cop says, y'all can't even be in here. Steve had just bought a brand new drum set, and he goes, if y'all leave the yard, y'all can't come back. We're like, well, how the hell we're gonna take out our equipment? And the guy says, it's your fucking problem, right? So we start pushing it over the fence, right? We get it. We don't have a fucking ride, right? So I call up this man that was my neighbor. He hated me, dude, but I was like, fuck, man, I'm gonna have to ask him. So he comes over
Yeah.
there, dude. And he picks us up, dude, and they're putting all our equipment in the fucking truck. Steve's back there, making sure that we don't leave nothing behind, right? We put everything in the truck, dude. The whole fucking party is on the side of the fucking streets, and they're just yelling, blood spill, blood spill. And that man, and I go, hey, I think they liked us, huh? And he just gave me a dirty look. I was like, paso culero, that's what I wanted to
Uh,
tell him,
damn, getting a fucking chant after your
Yeah,
first
hey,
show.
all the way we were driving like that. We were like, fuck. Like I'm telling you, we thought we were gonna make it. Way, hijo,
We're gonna make it, guys.
we're
We're really
gonna
gonna
make it.
fucking make it.
It started good. Hijo, so we're like, it started real good, dude. We were that's how it was. Children in pain that actually pushed us on fucking stage. Like they were like, dude, player, shut
that's
up. Yeah, when
fucking
we played. And we
that's
played a
fucking
lot of
hilarious.
shows with them. We played more shows with those dudes, I think, than anybody else, dude.
Hey, so did you guys play that show before you had recorded the demo?
Yeah, oh hell yeah. All of this stuff,
Uh,
I think the only shows that we did after the demo was probably the show we did in Victoria. We played a show in Victoria, Texas. And
really?
then yeah. And then we played there's
What the
actually the
fuck's going
live
on in
video.
Victoria? Who was in Victoria?
You
That
know
was
who hooked it up?
who's from Victoria?
Speaking of the devil, dude, the devil's advocate himself, Mr. Louis Carizales had to have hooked it up because Louis
Oh,
was
he
out
hooked up
there
that Victoria show.
yeah, he was out there with God damn it, dude. He was Acridity. Remember that band Acridity
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's the only band I remember from Victoria.
from Victoria? All right, well that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
Luis Camaraz,
yeah.
and
Crittity. Yeah, yeah.
and
They're kind of
Louis
like
was
more of a
they
thrashy
wanted to be
Metallica kind of
Metallica.
band.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
saw those dudes practice, dude. Man, they were young. They were brutal too, dude. They were
They
like,
were really good musicians.
fuck yeah, they were like doing gymnastics and we're like, Rob didn't give a fuck. I was like, man, I'll rip them up. I know, boss, but shit, let us enjoy, the drumming and all the
Yeah.
beautiful stuff they were doing. But
All right. So
Louis,
since you,
Louis had to have
uh,
got us that show, dude. I don't know anybody else in Victoria, dude.
I
Oh,
know, I'm like, what the
hey,
fuck,
that was dude.
Victoria?
That was one hell of a show, dude. If you ever talk to Louis, he'll tell you, hey, those boys had a real good time in Victoria.
Yeah.
He had a
Were
good
you
time.
as far as like early, like historic San Antonio shows, like Slayer versus Slayer? Were you old enough to see that one?
Yeah, I was old enough to see it, but I didn't go. I don't know why. It was
Oh, you
like
didn't go. Okay.
no, I don't know why I didn't go. I probably was stoned somewhere or
What
something.
about
Because no, so I'm
what
fucking
about
serious.
what else?
I
What else am I thinking of? Were you into like the early San Antonio metal bands? I know, obviously SA Slayer and shit like
I
that.
to be honest with you, there was so much like I guess power metal or whatever it's called.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
There was like Cyrus and
yeah,
Wicked Angel and no,
yeah.
I
You
mean
didn't like the
I loved singing, but I
yeah.
never liked it when it was sung to that kind of metal. It's like
I got you.
it's like weird, dude, like a weird opera. It's like
Yeah, I guess
it
that's
wasn't
why
for
you.
me.
Yeah,
That's why
and
we screamed.
yeah.
That's
What
what it
about
was. We
Fearless
grew up.
shows are always are like known to be some of the wildest shows.
Which one?
I'm sure you went to see Fearless Iranians.
Oh, dude, we saw Fearless Iranians plenty of times, dude. And the thing about Fearless was like I'm telling you, dude, they were a fierce band, dude. Like as far as like
Yeah.
they were down with the skinheads, dude, and those skinheads were gigantic, dude, and we used to fucking they were little. You saw me, dude. I used to slam with them,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they would go one way, and I would go the other way. Everybody was like, "Dude, you're fucking nasty." Like it was like, "Nah, fuck them." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
want them
You
to
were
get
that dude
comfortable
that
with us.
went against the fucking stream.
Yes, and then a lot of us did because a lot of them
Yeah.
we didn't let them take over our scene.
Yeah.
There
Hell
was a
yeah.
lot of people that were like really into slam dancing, like this big old dude named Tank. Tank had a band called Head First. He was a fucking staple
Yeah.
in the old hardcore, dude. Gabriel, dude, Fruit, I guess, Gabe Hernandez.
Fruit.
That motherfucker was
Yeah.
always at all the shows, dude. Like, the crazy thing
Yeah.
about Gabe is if you see him, he looks the same. It's just he got a little older and his hair got maybe a little, but that same hairstyle. See, guy, he looks the same. And you know what? When I saw him, I was like, I know you, motherfucker, because you went to any concert, he was there, dude. Like, he's
Yeah.
a
Well, he
cool
used to
dude.
record a lot of shit too, I guess, right?
Fuck yeah, dude. Mr.
Yeah.
Fruit. Yeah.
So what kind of mosher were you in the fucking pit?
A
What
violent one, dude. Like, you know
violent
what?
moshing?
Violent that
LOD.
madre. Hey, you know what, dude? I was such a fucking dickhead, dude, that we used to slam dance and they used to have the skinhead suis, the Mexican ones, right? The suicidal
Yeah.
skinheads. The
The
motherfucker used to put
Mexican
hey,
suies.
hey, they used to put like fucking like thumbtacks through their jackets and shit. So when you were fucking slamming,
Yeah.
they would cut you, dude. Fuck, dude. We were getting a lot of violence, dude. Trust me, dude. A lot of
Dang.
chingazos mixed with slam dancing. That classic. Hey, boys, I was slamming. But yeah, dude. I stood my. Hey, I always slam dance, dude. I'm serious until I got like real, and still, I'll still go for it. But yeah, dude. We saw
Yeah.
we saw great
Did
bands.
you
We saw
ever
CD.
were you ever involved in any zines or anything, or
You,
did you ever?
you know what? The crazy thing about all that shit is like it's kind of like when you're young, right? It's like you think you have tomorrow, right? They're like, hey, we'll do. Fuck,
Yeah.
we put off everything. Because like I told you, we thought they were gonna come pick us up. Like, hey, get in the truck, dude. Y'all made the big time. What the fuck that? But we came out on one fanzine, which was called Fallen Angel, where we came out
Okay.
with Impulse Manslaughter
Oh yeah.
and a band called Deranged or something. It was written by the dudes from Children in Pain, dude. I'm telling you, those dudes were
Oh
like
okay.
they were going for it, dude. Crucifix, dude. Give him a shout out to Crucifix. He was a gangster from Chicago, so he came down here and he said, I'll just make a band. It's just the same. I'll go, orale. You're most likely you're still gonna get your ass kicked live. But
Yeah. You know what? There's, and I asked you, it's like seeing a picture of Bloodspill from back in the day is rare. The only
boy,
thing anybody's ever seen was the one, like the reissue CD and LP thing or whatever. And we'll get into that. But you sent me this one. Do you
boy, it's never been
remember
seen.
what show this was from? This is the
Yeah.
first time anybody's ever seen this picture, by the way.
You know what? This is a crazy show, and it was at the Last Stand with a band called Solomon's Hire, and Solomon's Hire sounded like fucking like Merciful Fate. They had
Okay.
like a weird ass. They were kind of doomish older dudes, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's the Last Stand, dude. Hey, that's a Tony Chainsaw's original fucking one of his original clubs. This is before the DMZ. So yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, that's
like the
cool,
way I'm
dude. Yeah, I
trying,
appreciate you
yeah,
sharing
it's
this
never
because
been
nobody,
shown.
it's like nobody's ever seen, never
No,
been
nobody's
shown.
ever seen it. It's weird. Slaughtering Steve actually sent me this. The drummer
Oh, really?
from Bloodspill in the old days, and he
Yeah.
sent me like there's like four of them, dude. But I wasn't able to get them off of I wasn't
Yeah.
able to get them off my phone, dude. So
Well, you know what?
this is
I
the
think I
only one.
have that show you talked about on here on a flyer. Wait, no, that's not it. Hold on, where is it at? I know I found a flyer. You mentioned that band. Thought I had it. Fuck.
I'll come back later.
Where is it? Maybe this is it.
Oh, that's
There it is.
Solomon High.
That's the show.
Yeah. Hey, that
Yeah,
that
yeah.
shows the
Damn, look at that
crazy thing.
lineup.
No, this is you know what
Fucking.
the lineup is only
Oh,
these
that's a
two.
different show. That's a different show.
That's why
Okay,
you
okay,
keep thinking
okay.
that we're playing with cerebral distortion. No, no,
That's
no.
why. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, yeah.
like fucking Chainsaw was so fucking tight. Like he ran one long fucking flyer and burned all the shit that was
he
gonna
put
happen.
he put two shows on one flyer.
The whole week sometimes he would throw it.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah.
there's the show right there. $3.
Hey, but that show was crazy because we played with Solomon's High, right? And we didn't even
Yeah.
fit. Like, dude, we never played with a band that was in our genre till way later in our times. You know, like
Yeah.
we were always playing like hardcore bands or with these weird bands
Yeah.
that we, that were like power metal or something. That time we were playing on that stage, they had a little window in the back, right? The fucking skinheads broke the window. And my drummer, I remember my drummer's looking back and it's like, "What's up, dude?" He goes, I hear him yelling. I go, "What the fuck?" And he goes, "Bloodspill," right? Well, at the end of the show, dude, they ended up coming in, dude. Man, they tore up the bathrooms, dude. They pulled off the fucking sink and threw it on the dude. They fucked the whole place up. It's a little fucking like a little ugly house, dude, with the toilet and everything on the floor, right? All the water spilled and
Yeah.
everything. And I told Steve, "What did those dudes tell you?" He said, "Who the fuck are you?" I said, "Bloodspill." And he goes, "Fuck yeah." They came in and fucked it up, dude. Tony Chainsaw hated us. He was always like, that motherfucker looked at me. That motherfucker let GG and shit on his stage, dude. But he was afraid
Yeah.
of me. Seriously, dude. Like, GG Allen would go crazy, dude. And he was scared of me. Like, you better not get out of control. Okay, like, "Hijo." So I couldn't even come into the room without getting scolded by that man, dude. I was like, I don't have no control over these people. They're not even here to see me, dude. They're just fucking distraught. The music was so it was weird, dude. I mean, I'm being
Yeah.
honest,
I
dude.
mean, come
Like,
on. Yeah. No,
but
yeah. It
playing
was.
it,
It
dude.
was. It incited Bloodspill incited riots.
Yeah, I don't know how, dude. It was
But
it was I like fun loving music. No,
right, it
but
was the fucking. It was the music, dude. It was the. It
it
was
was
a.
just weird. Yeah, they
You know.
just when it stopped, then fucking 9 minutes of kicking each other's ass. They were all tired. Everybody was all sweaty, It's
Yeah. Well,
crazy, dude. Like,
let's talk about all these shows that I got this flyers for, and then we'll talk about recording the
all right.
demo. But let me see if I. There's another one. Now this is that one show that everybody's seen. What memories do you have of this show?
That show, you know what? The best memory I have of that show is that Club Oasis, right, had a swimming pool in the back of the fucking in the back of the establishment, right?
Yeah.
Devastation and all them were over there swimming and shit, right? And I was like, dude, I don't feel like fucking swimming. We didn't even bring swimming trunks. We're gonna be all wet and shit, dude. Fucking play on the stage, all get rosal, right? So we go inside, right? And I was like, dude, we're fucking like 15 years old. And I go and I sit in the bar, and the dude comes up and he goes, "Can I help you?" And I go, "You know what? Let me have two cold brews, one for me and one for my boy." Que la chinga. Motherfucker, serves us those mugs, dude. Me and Rob are fucking sitting there drinking beer, dude. And the fucking everybody at our school is looking at us like, how the fuck did y'all get beer, But that's what I remember. I really remember catching a damn good buzz, dude. I, I remember tearing the shit out of the stage, and I remember I'm gonna tell the truth because that's all I can tell you. I
Yeah.
remember hearing those people yelling, "Fuck Slayer," and I was like, "What the fuck, dude? What's wrong with y'all?" You know what I mean? Like, I love Slayer. What the fuck? Like, I got offended. It's my own band, but they were yelling and they were getting crazy, dude. And you're from Necrovore, right? He looks at me and he
Yeah.
says, "You gotta cut. You gotta cut." And I was like, "Dude, these people are fucking going wild, dude." So I stopped, right? We stopped. Ching out. It takes like what 9 minutes to stop a song, right? We finally stopped, right?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I look at the people and I said, "You want to hear some more, or you want us to leave?" And they're like, "Yeah." I go there, fuck them. On with the show, and we throw another song on, dude. By this time, dude, fucking
Fuck yeah.
Necrovores has had it, dude. They're like, "Fuck, dude, these dudes are assholes." And we ripped the fucking place up, dude. Right? And
Yeah.
Devastation, I think Devastation placed next, and
Yeah.
Devastation too, dude. I mean, oh my god, dude, those dudes were like technical weapons of fucking
Dude, that
brutal
was when they put
thrash.
out that contaminated demo, I think,
Yeah,
at that time.
dude, they were fierce,
That
dude.
fucking demo was that
Yeah,
demo fucking
I think
ripping.
I think Lou it was I don't know, it was Lou, yeah, Louis was playing the
Louis,
drums.
that was Louis' first thing, I think.
Yeah, Louis was there, dude. Louis was swimming
Mhm.
in the back at the pool, dude. I remember.
All bullshit aside, Devastation, when Louis joined, fucking they
Oh, it
raised the
got
bar,
brutal.
right?
Oh hell yeah, dude.
And then he left, and it's like, okay, whatever.
Uh,
But
yeah, it
fucking
was
Louis was a badass.
Louis was the best, dude. We're always Louis used to get nervous around us because I used to tell him, "I want you to be our drummer, right?" And sometimes, like when we played in Victoria, I said, Louis had stopped playing the drums right at that time, and I said,
Yeah.
where's Louis, man? He's a badass drummer. Fucking Louis went outside, dude. He thought I was gonna call him up to the stage to play with me. He's outside. I was just saying he's a badass drummer. Keep on drumming, dude. No fucking man. It pissed me off when he stopped playing, for a while. Like,
yeah. Here's an alternate flyer for that show.
yeah, that one. Evil Dave drew that one.
Evil Dave did this?
Yeah, Evil Dave
Oh
did
shit,
that.
I didn't know that.
Well, anyway, Devastation comes out next, right? You see how it is. Devastation comes out next. Man, they rip it up, dude. There was no problems with the PA. I didn't have no problems with the PA. It wasn't the best PA. It was Necrovore's PA. Honestly, dude. Necrovore had brought that PA and their buddy. That's what I remember, dude. It wasn't our PA, and they were giving us a lot of problems about that PA. Well, anyway, they went up there and they played, dude. And I mean, what do you want me to tell you? You want to tell the truth? I mean, it wasn't what anybody thought, Like it wasn't as big as
Necrovore?
Yeah, it was just kind of like, like, it wasn't together, dude. It didn't sound right. It didn't sound right, dude. I don't know if it was the PA, but I mean, I'm just telling you the truth, dude.
Did you dig Necrovore, like the demo and everything?
You know what? We never had any problems with Necrovore. In fact, Necrovore showed up to our pad 2 days before this show, right? Because there was their show. I don't know how the fuck they got our number, right? But they showed up and we talked with them and everything, dude. And I mean, we weren't in bad, I don't. We didn't hate each other or nothing. But in fact, I would have liked that was the last show they ever did, dude. After that show, Necrovore breaks up, dude. But because
Carl says they were out of tune, kind of that show.
Oh, it sounded horrible, dude. I'm not trying to be mean to them, but they didn't sound like the way they should have.
Right.
And the crazy thing is, like, none of us did. Like, Devastation did. I mean, but you have to push through. It was a shitty PA, dude. And if you're off tune, that's horrible. That's what I loved about Rob, was that Rob didn't need a tuner. He knew how to tune. Like, that was just his thing. Like, in fact, before the band would go on there, Rob would tune up the bass player too. I would remember him going, bam, bam, hit it, Rob.
Well,
I remember that.
It's interesting you saying that, because that flyer, people look at it and it's like, oh fuck, Necrovore, Devastation, and Bloodspill on the same show. People, like, obviously I wasn't at the show, just have this
It was a great
ideas
show
in their head.
It was an awesome show. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it was just one of many that should have been. It was just something like, when technical problems happen to you on stage, sometimes you can't overcome them, dude. They get to you mentally. You know what I mean? You're like, fuck.
Carl was at the show. Carl, I guess, being Carl. Somebody that's on, somebody that was in the crowd. What's your take on that?
Yeah, I remember Carl. Carl kind of looked the same when he played with Cerebral Distortion, but just a younger Carl, dude. I remember Carl. The last time I was thinking, well, who was Carl? I go, I remember who Carl was. Yeah, I remember.
Yep.
Carl played before I did. In fact, Carl was they did a lot of badass shows, dudes. Cerebral Distortion.
Cerebral Distortion.
He got to play with
86
Scrotum,
or something.
Fucking Scrotum Nosedive too. The Scrotum Nosedive was brutal too from here, dude.
Yeah,
they were badass, dude.
San Antonio had some good fucking bands.
Hydraulic Snowman, dude. Gloomy Gus.
Hydraulic Snowman. Yeah.
They were all bad motherfuckers, dude. We did have a very.
Was this the last show you guys did?
Yeah, that was it, dude. That was the final. We're done with. Yeah, after death.
Final nail.
That was and I put that nail in that coffin, dude. I fucked up, dude, and I try to give the guys like an old coach, like we gotta get better than this, boys. Well, I guess I rubbed them the wrong way, right? They never came back. We did that show and that was it, dude. Like they got tired of me.
Hold on. So Punk Fest is another show?
Yeah.
So this is that dual flyer, the dual flyer again.
That's old Chainsaws Classics there, right there.
Yeah, 2 flyers in one. Yeah.
You cut them out in half if you wanted to put them one in one.
Yeah, put them on the wall.
Oh my God, yeah. I don't know what Punk Fest that one is that,
so, any memories of this one? I mean, was this
dude? That was a hell of a show, dude. But the only thing that sucked dick with this show right here was that, of course, we're fucking little kids, right? So they treated you like a fucking little kid, right? So we get up there, right? It's the showcase. And fucking Devastation has their drum set in front of Death's drum set, right? And they're already covered. So they made us go on the stage putting our drum set, like, dude, I'm serious, dude. We had maybe the minimum of about what 2 feet, like to stand on the stage. Like we're like in the front. In fact, I had to hold the drum set with my leg, you know, because we couldn't anchor it. So I fucking was holding the drum set and fucking going for it, you know. We had a
Hell
great
yeah.
time, dude. We
Hell
had a
yeah.
time, dude. I loved it, dude. Like, but the fucking I remember the sound man, that motherfucker, dude. I guess I shouldn't have warmed up, right? So I hear him and he has fucking delay, you know. So I get on the vocal and the wow, sharp man. I swear to you, dude. I'm not lying to you, dude. I see fucking evil Chuck and he kind of give him the old. And when I come out, right, fucking come in, pan, 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 and I go for a yell. It just goes. He quits drier than dry, dude. I was like, turn up the fucking reverb, and the dude says, "We don't have any reverb or delay, dude. This is the way." I go, hijo, all right, pinche culero.
Oh,
I got
man.
rowdy with him, and anybody was there will tell you. Fred wanted to fight with the sound man that day, but we did our show, dude. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
we
yeah.
did what we could with what we had, and we kicked ass, dude.
Fucking
And
Chuck.
yeah, they cut us off, and then when Chuck comes out, he's like, dan, 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 dan. I was like,
Yeah,
hijo,
yeah, yeah.
where the hell did the
Motherfuckers.
delay come from now? You
Yeah,
know?
all of a sudden they have delay. They went to go get some
Yeah.
delay real quick.
They threw
Uh,
us the old Ozfest, the old Ozzy. Like, hey,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
don't put
Opening
them too
band
loud,
gets
man.
fucked.
They'll fuck everybody, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
but we're
literally
just
pulled
little
the
kids,
plug on
dude.
you.
It,
Yeah.
I remember hanging out, and they kind of like, dude, I had weed, you know, shit, fuck, right? The littlest one day. I was like
Yeah.
telling Chuck, you know, you want to get high? And he was like, he gave me like a fucking dirty look, like, hey, you know, get the fuck out. Like, I was like, hey, fuck you, Chuck. And then Rick Ross, remember him, the
Yeah, of
guitar
course.
player? Yeah,
Yeah.
that fucking fat piece of shit. Well, anyway, dude, fuck his fat ass, dude. But that motherfucker was acting like we were fucking little kids, like little punks, right? And he was like,
Yeah.
well, y'all go over there. And like, wow, you know what? Fuck you, dude. You don't want to smoke and party with us? Then fuck you. We're not little boys, dude. I go, you know
Yeah.
what? We're pulling better pussy than you can get. And he
That
goes,
damn right.
and he goes, oh yeah, you think so? And there was a chick that was there, but you know, she was a friend of mine, right? She was fucking hot, right? And so I go, hey, come here. And I get her and I grab her. You know what I mean? And he looks at her and I go, can you get a chick like that? Or you and Louie and them are gonna be throwing whipped cream on each other's face. They were fighting they were having a whipped cream fight with plates, dude. I'm being honest, dude. I was all drunk and stoned and womanizing. These motherfuckers were fucking throwing whipped cream plates at each other. God damn it, dude. Louis remembers. They probably, hey, you know what? They videotaped everything. They have to have a videotape of the whipped cream fight with those dudes. The only one that was fucking cool was Bill Andrews, dude. Bill Andrews.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a cool dude. Like, he didn't want to have nothing to do with that cream fight either. I was like, hombre, look at these vatos. Like, we got embarrassed. We were like, wait, dude, fuck. These are our heroes. Get the fuck out of here, dude. You know? That's it, dude. You should never meet your heroes. It's the truth, dude. It's
Yeah,
like, oh
yeah,
my
no
God,
shit.
dude. It's like, God damn. Not even my nerdy friends hang around. They do that kind of shit. You know? God damn.
Whipped cream fights.
Yeah, they had a whipped
I
cream fight,
spoke
dude.
to.
They asked Louis. Louis will tell you, yeah, they did me too. And they had that out of the can, not the Mexican scoop out. You know, like I think look at these dudes, man. Fuck, man. Throw some pelos, way, you know.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So let's get to the demo. You guys recorded the demo. It's 3 songs. Each song is at least 9 minutes long. I mentioned that in the opening, but before we get to the actual recording, did you guys have other songs that you never recorded or have rehearsals of or anything?
Well, you know what, dude? We actually had started writing the new album, and we were like 4 or 5 songs into it.
Oh,
But
shit.
I'm telling you, right after the death show, the drummer ends up leaving, which is weird because me and the drummer fucking had a badass fucking time after the party, you know, hanging out and doing crazy shit, you know. And he just gets up and splits, right? So for some weird reason, all of that music we were doing, like, and we played some of it that night at the showcase. We did
Yeah.
Into the Darkness, dude, Hunting Blasphemy, dude, The Damnation of the Priest. Dude, we were actually gonna make a long song, which was 14 minutes long. We were like, let's make a long song.
Make a long song.
It was brutal
Yeah.
as fuck,
Hey
dude. It
guys,
was
when are we gonna write a long song already?
quite an epic tune, you know. But you know what? The crazy thing is, like, it would have been different if we would have chopped the songs down.
Right.
You know, would have made like a 4 minute and 45 second song. I could hear it being played a lot more because it does. It's a commitment to play a 9 minute
Oh
song.
yeah.
It's like fuck, dude. It's
Fuck
like
yeah.
half of my fucking whole podcast, you know. But I don't know why we wrote like that. But in a weird way, it's like I'm telling you, dude. I have never had those kind of feelings like playing in a band where
Yeah.
it just felt like we were invoking something, dude, or something was inside of us. You know, it's like fierce and just fuck sick, and it just felt fucking awesome to do, dude. And it was like, well, I guess you don't want to stop when it feels badass, right? So that's
Yeah.
that's the way we wrote, dude. It was very weird, dude. Like I always tell Rob, like we could have cut him, you know, we could have just cut him right there, you know.
Yeah. We'd had a
I don't know.
6 song demo
Tough, right?
instead of
Fuck.
a. Yeah. Yeah. So
Nah,
when
six
you
knock that
guys
would have been.
edit point, where was edit point at?
Edit Point was on West French and Donaldson Street, around right there by the Woodlawn Theater and all that shit, by the Woodlawn Lake. It's still
And why'd
there.
you guys go there? What made you
What,
go there?
what? Check it out. It's like we got to the point. I started telling these guys, it's like we're gonna be serious, dude. I don't want to be jacking around playing, you know, like I don't want to just be playing shows. Let's record an album. You know what I mean? Let's be
Yeah.
serious and have something to show for later in time, right? So I don't know, dude. We just opened up the phone book and it was like you know, it's like at a point. So we fucking called that dude's like, we're not done yet with the studio guys, but yeah, we can do it. Come on in, and we fucking take them a fucking like a recording on a cassette, right? That we had. We used to
Yeah.
be a classic for hanging the old mic
Yeah. Of course.
recording on it. And besides that, I didn't have no equipment, so I used to sing to the mic that was hanging there. You know, like the mic that was picking up all the
Yeah.
shit. I would be
Yeah.
underneath it. You know, and that's how you could hear me. So
Yeah.
we take the tape and we're like, yeah, we want it to sound like that. And the dude just looks at us like, shit, sounds like crap. You know what I mean? It's like, you know? And the dude's like, what the fuck y'all want to do? And I was like, yeah, we want it to sound like that. Well, the dude was desperate to make cash, and he was like, yeah, we
All
can do
right.
that. You know,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
we'll,
Yeah. Yeah.
we'll do it, no problem, dude. So he gets us there, dude. We buy her reel to reel. Back then, you had to buy a reel to reel. We buy the reel to reel. We go
Yeah.
in there, we get it recorded, and I'm telling you, when I did the vocals, the dude told me, well, what are you looking for? You know, I said, I wanted to sound fucking like evil. Like I wanted to like a voice that comes out of a voice like a. I go and carry that the little carry him over, you know.
Yeah.
And he said, "I got you, boss." So I'm telling you, when I went in there and I throw that yell that, and I heard him pull that under, I was like, "Oh, here we go," you know.
Here we go. We're gonna make it, guys.
Hey, we're gonna make it, dude. Hey, get ready, guys. Hijo de su-
Get ready, guys. Hey,
Vámonos a la
hey,
verga. We're
call,
leaving.
call mom right now. We're moving out of the house.
Hey, not only that, I thought in my brain that we were right so bad that I quit school. Like I was like, fuck that. I went to Victoria, dude. I'm out of town, dude. I come back and I come back to school and I'm crashing out on the guy, they called it the principal and they said, something's wrong with this guy, right? Or something. So they go over there and the guy wakes me up. He says, what's wrong with you? Are you on drugs? And I go, no, man. We played in Victoria in the weekend and I'm tired to get at you guys. He goes, well, you won't be able to play music and come to school. And I go, all right. It's something to think about, right? So when I was walking home, dude, I threw my fucking books in the river because I knew my mom and dad were going to buy my books. All my school books, I threw over the fire. I'm not coming back, dude. So that's where I was
Come
on
on,
my
man.
way.
Even Richie Valens stayed in school for a while.
Hey, he knew something. Hey, but look what it got him. Hijo. Who's the smarter one? No.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Should have stayed in school. Should have
Yeah.
stayed in school.
Yeah.
Beat you, Richie.
Yeah, but that's what ends up happening, dude. Is we
So
go there.
whenever, so you mentioned earlier how they were trying to get you to do scratch vocals, while they're playing. Do you remember how many times you guys recorded this? How many times you had to do the songs, or did to get them done?
Well, I'm telling you, dude, I'm a very impatient motherfucker, dude. So after 2 times of 7 minutes, dude, which was 14 fucking pure agony of, just and they're not getting it. I just hear, what the fuck are y'all doing? I'm fucking come out drenched. I fucking have long hair. I'm all wet and shit, dude. I want to look good for the pictures. My hair's all fucked up. And I look like a pendejo that just fucking crossed the river, right? So I'm like, dude, that's it. I came out, dude, and the guy goes, y'all couldn't get a little break and regroup. I go, no, no, let me talk to the guys. You better play that shit right, or I'm gonna kick your fucking ass, dude.
Crap.
We didn't come down
Can't
here,
be
dude,
with.
spend all this money, dude. I mean, because honestly, dude, like I had to do monkey business to get my money. You know what I mean? Like I had to
I
do
hear you. I hear you.
some fucking bullshit that like yeah, I like doing, but I did it and I came up with my money, dude. And these dudes aren't
Yeah.
gonna fuck it up, right? So after that, I'm
Yeah.
serious. After that, I think everything else was, dude. I think everything was on one take, dude. Which honestly,
Yeah.
dude, I would have really loved to have gone back, dude, but we didn't have the money, dude. In fact,
Yeah.
like I was listening to the podcast on Spastic Blur the
Yeah.
last time, and you were asking him, hey, how did y'all do that whistle, that all that
Yeah. Yeah.
extra shit they had? And he said, yeah, we had to ask for more money. Shit,
Yeah.
we couldn't even afford to ring that bell. The beginning of Bloodspill where you go, and the crazy
Yeah.
story
Yeah.
about that bell, I think that started all the Bloodspill fight, dude, because the pendejos kind of acted like if I was gonna ring like a real bell, like I was like, ping, you know what I mean? It was a button, and everybody was like, let me press the button. I go, no, dude, I'm pressing the button. It was my idea.
Everybody wanted to press the button.
Bing, and I was just looking over. They were like, that bastard always does what he wants. Bing, he could. Hey, but we couldn't even almost afford that, dude, because at the end of the demo, it's
Yeah.
all recorded, and the dude fucking, and we say, oh, can we get a burn, so we can take it home? And he says,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be $425, and we're like, what the?
Holy shit.
I go, we only have 375. And
Yeah.
fucking Rob's dad, dude, which is cool, man, dude.
Yeah.
He walks in there and he looks at us, and we look all puzzled, like, what? Well, he goes, did y'all get the tape? And I go, well, we'll just get it next time. He goes, what do you mean you get it next time? And I go, that man says, well, they owe, they owe $50. Well, actually, it was 75, I think. And
Yeah.
Rob's dad said, go ahead and record it for him right now, and I'll give you the money. That man fucking threw him the money, dude. And we got that
Hell
tape,
yeah.
dude. We went home with that tape. And we played that fucking tape, dude. We bought some beer. Man, we went crazy, dude. We played that
Yeah.
fucking tape. We had like one of those ones that would just flip over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the motherfucker was
Auto
just.
reverse.
Hey,
Auto reverse.
and then the only way we could show it to people was like we even called Evil Dave, because Evil Dave drew our cover. And we're
Yeah.
like, Evil Dave, listen to this. And I could hear like, da, 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 da. Evil Dave's like, it sounds badass, but you couldn't hear shit. You know that, dude. Like, you could just hear
Yeah.
a racket. And if you try to, I can't hear it. They would try to adjust it. You could never hear it, dude. It was just a
Well,
waste.
here's that fucking cover.
Evil Dave actually drew that.
Evil Dave. See, I did not know that until right now.
Yeah, Evil
The
Dave.
Evil
drew
Dave.
that. Evil Dave. Check this out. The weird
That's
thing is,
badass.
I see it, and I see Hell Preacher too, and I was like, hey,
Of course, yeah, yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. That's been mentioned before. It's like, hey, what the
I
fuck's
know,
up with that?
and I was like, I don't know if Evil Dave was just being evil with us, right? Hijo pinche Evil
Yeah.
Dave, but it looks prettier. But this is actually drawn that size, dude, because
Oh, he drew it the size of the tape.
no, he had drawn it big, right? And I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
dude, I was too stupid, like, and I was like, there's no way we're gonna shrink it right, because back then you had to take it to the Xerox machine and then pick out the size, right? So
Yeah,
I told him, and he said, "No, no problem." So he drew it that size, dude. It's actually the size of a cassette, dude. And we just would
I
take it
didn't
to
know
the
Evil
light.
Dave drew that. That's badass.
Fucking, I think it says on there, dude. Yeah, Evil
Does
Dave.
it? I
Yeah, it
have
says
that
so.
fucking tape. I don't remember it saying Evil Dave.
Hey, you know what? The evilest thing that ever happened to Bloodspill is after I was done with Bloodspill, I'm
Yeah.
outside. I used to have this like a fucking satanic church or garage spot, right? It was a fucking evil church. That's what we used to call it, right?
Yeah.
And I'm in there and we're getting fucked up. We're partying. And my sister comes out. She says, they want you on the phone. I go, what? Hurry up. It's overseas. And I was like, what the fuck? Right? So I go inside. I'm buzzing. I answer. And some dude calls and he says, I wanted to talk to you. I saved money to call you. And I'm like, what's up? How did you get the sound on the Bloodspill album? And I'm like, so I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So I was like, dude, we use like a lot of like delay and reverb, to get all that and all that.
Yeah.
He got all my information, dude. I don't remember his name. And he said, I can't be on the phone that long. He goes, I only have, and I go, good, dude. Hey, thanks for calling me or whatever. Hung up, dude. But some weird dude from like, I don't know, dude. I don't know where the fuck the phone call came from, dude, till now. But he really wanted to know the
It
format
might
of.
have been. It might have been your Anonymous for Mayhem and shit.
Dude, I'm being fucking dead serious, dude. That's the only time
I
that I
believe
have gotten such a weird phone call, dude. And the reason I was like buzzing. I was like, well, what the fuck does anybody want to know? Like, well, yeah, I'll tell you. Like, what it's not a secret, you know?
Yeah,
But yeah, somebody, I swear to you, dude, I never forget that, dude. And that was
that's
like
cool.
right after, like, we were done, like a couple of months after that is when we got that phone call. You know who else
Yeah.
called me? Uh,
Uh-uh.
your you're from Necrovore, dude.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, when he came back from the army, dude, I think he was like in Virginia or something, dude. My
yeah,
friend Slaughtering Steve, which was a drummer,
yeah.
knew your, and your called me. He said, You're still doing death metal?" And I was like, "Nah, dude, I haven't fucking, I haven't even thought about making a band, dude." And to me now, that's one regret I had, man. We should have did something back then, you know. But
Yeah.
I just wasn't into
So
it, dude.
I hear you. Let's get back to this cover. There are some things that I've noticed on this cover. By the way, so those yellow Evil Dave is the guy that did the ETD album and logo. That guy that did that is the guy that
Oh
did
yeah,
this fucking classic, iconic fucking cover here.
yeah.
But so the bassist
Oh,
that was done intentionally, right? Ray,
rapey. Yeah.
he's
No,
he
no,
was
no. Actually, he wasn't rape. He was actually he was I don't know why he wanted to put his fucking last name in it. Just typical Mexican. Like just put Ray. What we had named him, which he had a better name, was Rabies. You know,
okay.
Rabies, and Rabies was the baby of the band, dude. And kind of in a weird way, uh, he he didn't belong there, you know, at the time.
I got
But
you.
it's just like he wasn't ready, you know. As far as like Rob was really good, dude, and
Yeah.
it was hard to find a bass player, dude. And before we had Ray, we had gotten, you know, Death Tripper.
Yeah.
We got Jerry Blanco, which was the bass player of Death Tripper, right? And we're
Oh
thinking
shit.
like, "Hijo, now we're really gonna make it, right? This dude's somebody, right?" Fucking dude goes in there with his bass, right? Opens up his bass, fucking pulls out his bass, right? Hooks up, and Rob goes, "Okay." He goes, "Well, show me what you're doing." And Rob does like a, and the dude's like, boom, 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 boom. No, can't do it. He fucking gets the fucking bass, unplugs it, puts it back in his case, and takes off, dude. Not even a 5 minute fucking. He was out of there, dude. Like he couldn't do it, dude. Like I was like, shit. Now what the hell are we
Sound
gonna
like a
do?
fucking norteño bass player. Doom, doom,
Dude,
doom,
it,
doom, doom,
but
doom.
that's the speed. You know, that's the speed. They were not used to that fast
Yeah, we
speed,
weren't
dude.
used to it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and
So,
then back that time, you know what they used to call the music I used to do? They were the
uh,
older guys that were into like rock and they were playing like Def Leppard and shit. They would say, "So you're the one that makes that music that does all that screaming shit, right?" I was like, "Shit, yeah, yeah, I guess so, dude.
hell yeah.
I do that
Yes,
screaming
sir. That's
crap.
us.
That's me, dude. You know? I do all that fucking
I used
yelling,
to
man.
hear that's you listen to that acid rock stuff, dude,
Come
or
there, right
it's
next to you.
acid rock.
Hey, there
But
wasn't even acting like the pendejos, right? Like fuck, dude.
so
We
where did Rob? I mean, he was a badass guitar player, R.I.P. Right? But
yeah.
he where? I mean, where did he come up with these fucking riffs, dude? Where did that come from?
I'm telling you, dude. We got once we had that sound, dude. I told Rob, and we used to call them fucking they were called 'em anthems of horror. That's what I would tell them. I go
Oh
make those
hell yeah!
anthems of horror, dude, like that, just like in a movie, like
Fuck yeah!
because it would get me like really evil, you know, like and I don't know, it was just something about it. So Rob just played that, and then he had a fucking an octopus pedal, an octave,
Yeah,
those
octave pedal. Yeah,
guitar. Oh my god, dude, when he played it, it sounded like a fucking pipe organ, like
yeah.
dude, it was that dude was fierce, dude. That dude was taught by towards the end, he took lessons from everybody did from Ron Jarzenbeck.
Oh yeah, Carl said he did take lessons from him.
Well, you know what Ron told him? I think he did a total of 5 lessons. Ron told him to save his money, dude. He was good enough. He didn't need no more lessons, dude.
Well,
And we're
that's an
glad
honest
because
fucking teacher.
and I was glad because that day we'd have to wait for him to get out of fucking lessons to go practice, dude. That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
it, dude. Like we were like, he's out of school. We're going straight to the fucking garage, you know,
Nah,
and which was
fucking,
really fucking cool, dude. Yeah, but I
that
don't know where he
fucking.
deep in his heart, dude. Like it just that's the kind
Like
of
a
guy
statement.
Rob was. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
just anything he played. was like if you told him you didn't like it, the next shit was really good. Like he was an endless pot of music. It was weird, dude. Like that dude would just spit it.
Carl, Carl says Ron never told him he was too good.
Hey, Ron called him back for more lessons.
For more lessons. Sign up for 4 more months, kid.
Yeah, but Rob, yeah, they called him. I was glad, dude. I thought he was wasting. I don't know. Back then, it was like $7 or something. And it was like everybody that I knew was over there with Ron too. Dude. They were all getting lessons with him. Dude.
Did you who got the demos and stuff around for you guys? I mean, who was doing the trading or who was doing all that shit?
Well, you know what?
I didn't get around.
In fact, dude, we never did tape trade. It was really weird. And you know what? The people in San Antonio, I guess they never liked us or something. They never traded it. You know, I don't know how the fuck it got around, but the way I do know how it got around. The people from fucking Flipside and the people from Hogwild, they would do international, like they would ship shit out.
Oh, okay.
You know, so like at Hogwild, the weird thing about Bloodspill was that every band that I knew was on consignment, right? It was like consignment. Bring in your shit. Yeah. We sell it. We give you money. Bloodspill was on bring it. We'll buy it. And they could have 2. And I would call Ruben. Hey, I'm going to make some more tapes. Do you want some? Yeah, bring me fucking 8. Bring me 10. So we would sell those shit. Like it was just a money making thing, dude. Like we were going there and then we were going to Flipside and picking up money, dude. For years, dude, I did that. Just like, dude, we would sell it all out. There's not one demo there, dude, that ever stayed. It all sold out, dude.
Yeah. Speaking of Evil Dave, what's up, Evil Dave?
Hijo, el carnal. Hey, pero chingón, dude. I miss Mr. Dave, dude.
Dave fucking rules. Hey, but yeah, because I mean, it got around obviously because my friend Jim, he's the one that initially did that reissue. I guess he got a hold of you.
Yeah.
My buddy Jim Stanek, he's the one that reissued the demo on vinyl.
And on CD too.
Yeah, and the cover.
Yeah.
But he did the CD. And one thing, we got some connections here. The guy that redid this CD cover, that's my friend growing up that I've been playing in bands with since we were like kids. My buddy Ray.
That's about it.
Jim asked him, hey, can you kind of redo it a little bit? He did it. And my buddy Ray is the one that did this artwork, kind of a take on the original cover, right?
It looks good.
But yeah, so he's the one that that was I guess Jim got a hold of you because I mean you weren't an easy guy to get a hold of.
Check it out, dude. I actually I had a computer and it got a virus, right? And I didn't give it to it though. But somebody gave a virus to my computer. So I couldn't really get online anymore. One day I went to my mom's house on Thanksgiving and I'm looking up like some shit and I see a fucking email from Jim. And he says, I would like to put on one of your songs on one of my compilations. And I said, yeah, sure, go for it. And then he writes me, like, I didn't, like I'm telling you, I didn't have no access to a computer. So I went back and I read it. And he said, sorry to tell you, dude, the song is too long, to put on. So what if I put the whole album out? And I was like, yeah, go for it, dude. Like, dude, honestly, I looked on the internet, dude, one day and I couldn't find anything with my band, dude. That's when I started really looking into the internet, dude, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? Why isn't there anything about Bloodspill? The first person that ever puts anything about Bloodspill is fucking Thornspawn. You know that dude? Fucking Blackthorn Alex. He's the first person that mentions Bloodspill, and I was like, we gotta fucking have Bloodspill on this fucking thing, dude. I mean, we need to be known at least, like we didn't invent anything, but shit. We need to be heard,
Well, I mean, that demo is, to me, toe-to-toe with any other demo that came out at that time, dude.
Yeah.
87, 88, what, Neck of War, the Morbid Angel demo, it goes toe-to-toe with that shit, dude. Because it's so fucking extreme, like, everything about it. The speed. You're talking about the speed. I don't know if you were into the band Insanity from California. Remember? I don't know if you remember Insanity.
Yeah, I know.
Well, your speed reminds me of like that fucking Insanity demo, which was like just
it was a different drum beat. Yeah.
Yeah, and fucking Neck of War wasn't that fast. Not as fast as you guys.
No, no.
Morbid Angel was fast, right? But
Morbid Angel was
each
really
each
fast.
band had their each band had their own thing. But I think that demo easily holds up uh, with with anything that came out at that time.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I
Easily,
appreciate it.
easily, man.
Al Bundy.
BJ Al Bundy. 37 years later, I got my first interview.
4 touchdowns in one game.
4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Hey, so you and Evil Dave kind of grew up together, or what?
No, you know what? It's weird. I used to go. I never should have went to Bragg. I got thrown out of Bragg. I mean, I got thrown out of Burbank because of my long hair. You know,
Yeah.
they had a hair law, so I left. I went to Lanier, and then I went to fucking. Gee, I went. Then I went to. I ended up at Bragg, and when I went to Bragg, Evil Dave was in one of my classes, right? And he was a pretty quiet dude, man. But he would just sit in his fucking desk and he would draw some fucking crazy shit, right? I was like,
Yeah.
dude would just be fucking scribbling, right? And just fucking, and then he would like, I mean, I wasn't asking him to see it, but I was fucking like checking it out, right? And I was like,
Yeah.
dude, man, you're fucking evil, BJ Evil Dave. That
Wait, you
motherfucker.
gave him the name? You gave him the name or what?
I gave him the name Evil Dave. Dude. He was
you
evil.
gave him the name? Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He told you on the show one time. You know
God,
what?
dude? I've done 1,000 shows. I forget.
The first time I ever saw your show was because Evil Dave was on it.
Oh, okay.
I saw him. He was just like a payaso or something on the cover, like on the little thumbnail, and I was like,
right,
"That's
that's
fucking
right.
Evil Dave, dude!" Like,
Yeah.
I saw it because of Evil Dave. He got out of hand. I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, yeah." Evil Dave was me and Evil Dave went to the same school. At the dude,
You
he
know,
was,
what I remember about Evil Dave being on the show was him doing fucking push-ups at that fucking bar he was on. he was
he's
he
crazy.
was doing
dude.
handstands. He was doing handstands during the show.
Yeah, hey, that man is a lunatic for real, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
I know. Hey,
and then sometimes he
here's
acts shy.
yeah, I know. Here's a professional tip. If you ever run into Dave, especially after a Scum and Legion show, don't shake his hand. Don't shake his hand.
Yeah, he likes to play with his huevos.
Don't shake his hand. All right.
It'll be hard. I'm gonna have to give him the old hand pound. Like,
Yeah. Fucking elbow bump, maybe.
hey, you know
maybe.
what? The crazy thing is, me and Evil Dave, we probably give each other a hug. So I'm gonna have like 2 huevo smells on the back of my shirt. Yeah, we're good camaradas, dude. Like, it's crazy to be my age, dude, and still think that you have friends like that. Like Dave.
Yeah.
Dave, I always appreciated Evil Dave. He tattooed me, man.
He wears a diaper. He does. I've seen it.
I know he does. He's crazy, that motherfucker. I don't trust him. He wears capes and I seen him in
I don't trust him
calzones
either.
and fucking all kinds of Hollywood, dude. That motherfucker. Hey, I've never met somebody who liked to dress up so much. No,
Dave, yeah. Hey, Dave. You're gonna have to love yourself, Dave. Quit pretending you're your other people. You have to love your true self. No, now Dave fucking rules, man.
Yeah, Dave's badass, dude. Fucking, he's a badass tattoo artist too, dude. And not only that, you get a tattoo from Evil Dave, and you know him, man. The stories that
wardrobe change.
He's gonna. Hey, you know what, Evil Dave? I've been wanting to go in for a tattoo, but I just wanted to know if you could just run the machine without ink. He told me a story of a guy who called, and he goes, "Man, dude," he called me and he said, "Hey, can you do it? Can you do it?" He goes, "Yeah, well, what do you want?" He goes, "I don't know what he told him he wanted." He said, but he just wanted him to run the machine without ink. I was like, "What the fuck?" The dude just wanted to feel the needles in his skin, dude. He was like, "Fuck that dude, man." I've always wanted to call to his shop and go, "How much would it cost to get this? Just the needles. I don't want no ink, right? Fuck." Yeah, he's cool, dude. You get tattooed by Evil Dave, dude. You're gonna hear
Evil
some
Dave, man.
stories.
Yeah, he's gonna rub up all on you. So yeah, dude. So these were, if anybody's like is looking for like the blood spill stuff, you obviously can't get the tape, but you might be able to find the CD and LPs of the demo online somewhere. I'm guessing.
You know what I received for the you know what was really weird is when Bloodspill did come out on record, dude. I mean, Jim, man, I give him props, for letting it out. Yeah. But I fucking found it as a like a customer, dude. I was looking for records, I was like, oh, fucking a record fiend. I was looking for vinyl, and then I looked. I was like, "What the fuck?" Look, this Bloodspill. I said, "On vinyl." I was like, "A la verga! When did we let out vinyl? Bloodspill
Wait,
lets out stuff all the time, dude." I'm like, "Hey, somebody hook me up with some merchandise here." We made
oh,
tapes.
wait. Y'all, so it was just kind of.
It
I
was
thought,
to make the
yeah.
CD.
Oh,
That was the
okay.
agreement, and then all of a
Okay,
sudden the
and
vinyl.
then you saw the vinyl. Well, then I
Yeah,
don't
I
know if
saw the
Jim did
vinyl.
the
I was like,
vinyl.
and I wrote him, dude. I had to write him under. He had like some weird. I don't know what his.
Yeah, yeah.
He has got like an H1. So I wrote in there. I was like, "Hey, what the fuck, dude? When did you let out vinyl, dude? And how come I didn't get it?" So he sent me 4 vinyls.
Oh,
I
okay.
got I got 4 vinyls out of it.
Yeah, he
And
does very limited copies or whatever.
yeah,
But
it's a beautiful, beautiful
is that
press.
anything you would want to do again? Like have somebody else just put the demo on
I would
CD
love
or
it.
something?
Yeah, In fact, we were thinking about putting it out ourselves. Like
Oh,
making it
okay.
a authentic, Texas made. But the crazy thing about it is that I can't get the reel to reel anymore, dude, because the band that Rob joined right after when they became like incest for a little while. I heard from this other dude.
Yeah. The incest. Yeah, they use
They
some of
they
those songs,
recorded
right? You were
over that
talking
shit.
about.
Yeah, they recorded over. No, they recorded over the Bloodspill demo, dude. They needed another reel.
Yeah. Damn.
So when I went back to Edit Point, I tried to find the reel, to
Yeah.
get a real clean, a real clean recording all over it again. And the dude's like, I can't find it. And then later, this other dude that I used to hang around with him, he said, "Dude, they recorded over it, Fred." He goes, "I heard it, dude, because when they played it, I heard you screaming." I was like, "Oh fuck."
Well, I know several people that would probably be really into reissuing it again. So I'll get with you if you're interested in doing that. Unless you really want
Yeah.
to do it yourself, I have friends that run labels that I think would be more than happy to reissue that shit
Well, I mean, it
again.
does need to be pressed more, dude. And it sells out, because I think there's
Yeah,
only like probably like 2 copies available of it. I think one now on
yeah.
vinyl, and they want
So
80 bucks.
we'll make it fucking happen, dude. How's that? We'll make it fucking happen. We'll
Hell
put
yeah,
that shit out. Somebody, like I said, I got friends that run labels that here in
yeah,
the U.S. and Europe and all that shit, so that can put that shit out. So we'll
yes,
uh, we'll definitely make it fucking happen.
yeah, yeah. We'll talk about it, dude. That's
Yeah. So all right, man. So let's show some of these fucking photos. So you had a band. Eventually, when did Miscarriage start?
You know what? Miscarriage starts when all great bands should start on Thanksgiving, dude. You know, how you get off with a turkey, dude. I've done the. You know what? I actually did something kind of well, I don't regret it, dude, but it's probably like the most. I actually saw Megadeth on Thanksgiving one time on that Peace Cells album,
Uh huh.
only because what do you do after you eat turkey, And this dude goes, "Hey, I'll buy you a ticket." I go, "I don't like him," and he goes, "Let's just go, dude." And I'm being serious, dude. We bought tickets that day, dude. It wasn't sold out. It was at the Majestic, I think, dude, or
Okay.
somewhere real little, man, dude. I mean, they threw down their shit, dude, but they were breaking the where the chairs were, dude. So they were trying to make like a little room there, and I was like, that was the best part about and I did like that song "Devil's Island," just because it said devils.
Yeah.
So we're all trying to break the fucking chairs. Right? That was the last time they ever had like a thrash concert there, dude. But we
Yeah.
started on Thanksgiving. We were like,
Damn it.
I was full of turkey, and this guy that I used to jam with, he said, "Let's make a fucking like a death band." I said, "What if we do, dude? We're gonna have to. I want to play fast. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
play that. I want to play,
Yeah.
He says, "Do you know how?" I said, "No, but I'll learn." You know what I mean? So right away, I wanted to be like the speed of Terrorizer. That was something I wanted.
Fuck
Napalm
yeah.
at speed. And
Yeah.
I said, well, let's try it. And we started playing it, and I started getting better at the drums, dude. And we had come up with this kind of like this gimmick we were gonna do. He was gonna be the Chainsaw Massacre, and I was gonna be the old man in the
Yeah.
wheelchair. And they were gonna wheel me up in the wheelchair. I was gonna be wearing a suit, all fucking chupao with white makeup, and then fall off, and then stand up and go ta ta ta, like that. But we
Yeah.
we try to we try to get a wheelchair at the pawn shop, and the
Yeah.
pinche puto wouldn't rent it to me, dude. So that was the end of that idea, dude. I had to walk. I was like, I can't be the old man,
That
dude.
was the end.
Yeah, so we decided to just like I told him. I said I want to make a blasphemic, fucking
Yeah.
satanic. spectacle of a band, dude. Like nothing that San Antonio has ever seen. Just like almost like I can't tell you, dude. It was like a fucking like a show, dude. Like we spilled blood, dude. We had these corners that we'd make on the sides of the stage, and on there,
Yeah.
dude, we would fucking pussy lips made out of fucking like livers, and we would put pelos on it, and then on the other side, dude, we had like this dude squirting, and it would come out, sangre would come out of there, dude. We had chichas filled with blood and pus, dude. We did crazy shit. We had Jesus. We cut his head off, and the blood would come out. We went wild, dude. You know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we played it. That's the whole meaning of our existence. We used to say before the show, it says, "We don't give a fuck if you don't like it. We're playing for the honor of Satan." And everybody was like, "Fuck, what the fuck's wrong with these idiots?" But we meant it. We held Satan more than anybody, dude.
Exactly.
We
So
actually played with Carl's
here's some
band.
photos. Here, let's show. I only put up a couple of them, but these are the ones you sent me from Miscarriage. Hui, you know?
Hey,
There's
that was
upside
some
down
nasty
cross.
tasting blood right there. That blood would make you puke, dude. I'll never forget after the show, we're all puking on the side of some. That shit was nasty.
Here's another one.
That we would do it live, fucking where he would pull out the
Abortion,
baby.
right?
Yeah, and then we would throw it out into the crowd. Yeah,
You
dude.
know?
And that's
Heck yeah.
our mascot that we had. Look, and
Yeah, there you go.
that's in Austin. We played
Yeah.
a lot
Oh,
in
yeah.
Austin.
So,
Yeah.
speaking of that, you guys ended up on an episode of fucking Bar Rescue or some shit.
Well, that wasn't me. That's
Oh, that wasn't you. Oh,
that was the those other idiots.
oh okay. Okay.
They took over. I mean,
Oh.
Miscarriage ended up ending, and then they took over. It was a different band, dude. It was like Bathory without Corton, dude. It sucked, dude. You know, but they did come out on Bar Rescue, yeah, on that Austin show, right?
I don't
Rats
know.
and roaches,
Somebody,
or I don't know.
somebody mentioned it.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
let's
yeah.
listen to. How about we listen to a Miscarriage song right now? Right, take a little quick break. So this is Miscarriage from the demo.
Yeah, this is
this
this
song-
demo was recorded by some dude in Austin, dude. It was just we never did really get to mix masters, just
Okay,
straight
this
up
song's called "Rituals of
of the flesh.
Mesharg." You know what? Before we let's show a little. I got a little short live clip. This is from Tino's page. He's got a live clip of you guys playing the song Blasphema. So let's check that one out and then we'll come back.
The song is called Blasphemer.
There you go. So that was in El Paso, September 9th, 2006. So there you go. Hold on. I got you muted. There we go.
Okay.
There we go. So
Yeah,
Miscarriage. The only thing you guys did was that demo, right?
Yeah. We that band too was a fucking poisonous band too, or a fucking morons, you know. But yeah, we ran it. We ran our course. You know what I mean? And that's the way it was supposed to be. But we really had a good time in El Paso. We thought we were gonna play with Obesians, right?
Yeah.
So we fucking traveled 9 hours, you know, to get there, right?
Fuck.
And we go up there and we're playing with Asphyxiation. Man, I don't remember the other band, but I remember Asphyxiation. We go up there, right? And we play Ancient Malice too from San Antonio, right? And we go
No,
up
yeah,
there.
yeah.
We go up there and we're fucking we're jamming, dude. And everybody's like, they're freaking out. They're checking us out, dude. And then you know what, dude? I get pissed off. I was like, because they're acting up, and I go, ¿Qué pasó? ¿No los quieren o qué? Vinimos de San Antonio a tocar por ustedes. ¿No los quieren o qué? Dude, they went fucking crazy, dude. They were like, fuck yeah. Like, you know, we're fucking Mexican motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So we go down there. We have a very fucking successful show, you know? And
Hell yeah.
we get off the stage, right? And I see old Chivo, right?
Chivo?
And the Evil on it. That's what they used to call
Yeah.
him back then. And D
Yeah.
Crazy was the drummer, right?
Yeah.
And I look at fucking I think it's Evil on it, and I tell him, "You ain't gonna play, dude." And he's like, "No, dude, we weren't on the bill." And I was like, "Oh, I was under the assumption that y'all were gonna play." Hey, they went and got their fucking equipment. I don't know where the fuck they had it, dude. But
Yeah.
it didn't take them more than 10 minutes. And they
Damn.
got on stage, dude, and they threw a fucking show, dude. Obesians goes on there, dude. It throws a fucking like a pop-up show, dude. Like they weren't even on the bill, dude. And they just that's how fucking cool those motherfuckers were. You know,
Fuck
like
yeah.
you run into people that they don't appreciate you. They're like, oh, you know, maybe next time, dude. You know, when my amp is warm, vámonos a la verga. That motherfucker got up there, dude. Threw it down, dude, with all they had like you know how they like to have like skeletons and la chingada.
Yeah. Have
Yeah,
fucking have gear. We'll play.
I don't, but I'm telling you that I don't know if they had like a locker back there or something where they had their instruments because they fucking come out there, dude, and they just threw a full set, dude. Like,
They live next door and shit.
you know what? To me, it was just worth it to go
Fuck
over there and
yeah.
see them play in their own hometown, dude. I felt special, like if they were doing it for me. I was like, hey, muchas gracias. Hey, but I gotta tell the end of the story, right? At the end of the story, dude, they're all like, "Yeah, you fucking miscarriage, satánico, que la chingada," right? We're in the
Yeah.
bathroom, and I tell the story before when I get off, when I'm on stage. I tell the guys,
Yeah.
uh, nosotros tuvimos que vender soda para venir para acá, para verlos. Y no los quieren, right? And then, well, anyway, they go crazy. Well, when I go to the bathroom, the dude said, "Yeah, how much did you pay for it?" I go, "For what?" He goes, "For that shit that you bought." And I said, "Well, I paid like fucking like 200, to make some money."
Yeah.
And he said, "I'll give you this whole thing like that for 200 bucks." I was like, "God damn!" It was like a ball the size of a baseball of cocaine. I was like, "There ain't no way in hell we're gonna snort it all tonight, guys." I was like, dude, just no, hell no, dude, we're not gonna take it back. And then everybody in my band, they thought they were badass, right? They're like,
Yeah.
we can move it. I said, "No, we're not gonna take it." Well, anyway, we're leaving, right? And we're all badass, and everybody's yelling, and hey, come back, you're gonna chingar, right? So we're leaving, dude. And our bass player, she's a chick, right? And she's the
Yeah.
one that had the van. She's the one that rented the van, right? So she says, "I'm gonna drive the van. I gotta chingar." She turns on the fucking van, dude, and she had fucking Shakira, a CD of
Yee.
Shakira, that Shakira, that stupid thing, and she has it on cranked up to 10, dude. And that's how we leave the fucking place, dude, with Shakira, como puede estar, que la chinga, we leave. I was like, hey, we were like this, ducked down like little kids when your mom's taking you to school and you don't
Yeah,
want them to know your
yeah,
car.
like, don't want nobody to see you.
God damn. I was like, man, that's the most unmetal shit ever in the whole wide world, dude. We fucking drive off to Shakira and they're like, chicos, dude.
Damn. Doesn't get heavier than Shakira.
Hijo. Yeah, that's true hair metal there.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you know what? Yeah, they were really cool, dude. Fucking Tito, he's
Yeah.
a real cool person. Dude.
But yeah, dude, do you still have like I mean, since I'm sure like that demo, I guess it'd be kind of hard to get now, but is that anything you've thought about? Hey, maybe we should get somebody to fucking put this demo out just for the fuck of it.
Which one? The
The
miscarriage?
miscarriage. Yeah.
Uh,
No.
I guess it could come out. It should come out, dude. You know what? That's a great piece of music, dude. And the thing
Yeah.
about it is, it's kind of classic in a weird way, dude. It's got
I
a
like
lot
that.
of
I told you, I like that fucking logo rules, dude. I like that miscarriage
Hey,
logo
but you
too.
know what? The song that's really good at there is "Whore of Swords," dude. It's the you know what
Horror
we used to
songs.
we used to play with Demontuary up in I ended up being their singer too in Demontuary, but
Yeah.
we used to play with them in Austin, and the singer said, "You know what we like about Miscarriage?" And he said, "I like the way you play those drums weird." I was like, "A la verga," like I was trying to play them regular, like he said, like I was like trying, and I was playing like kind of like like on Horror Swords, it was kind of like a seductive sound, Hijo de su más sexual talk. Hijo.
Seductive
Can,
drums.
can he drop for the amar but to a whore of swords? Then imagine that. You know, whore of swords all full,
A
dude. Like
horror of swords. Ugh.
under the moonlight. Hijo de su, right? Se te paraba o no?
Yeah.
All right. No,
Hijo.
but yeah. I'm thinking, yeah, it needs.
Was
I
this
mean,
guy?
everything
Was
needs
this
to be
guy
put
at
out.
your? Was this guy at your El Paso show?
Hijo, pinche culero. That's the one that was giving me the good deal at the chick.
Yeah, that guy.
He's like,
200.
"Te la doy. I'll give you the whole thing." I was like, "Hijo de su chica." God, I've never been so tempted in my life, dude. Hey, and then on the way back, right? We're cruising back. Everybody's fucking hungover, dude. The bass player chick is throwing up at fucking some weird Danny's kind of place that's out there, right? And we're
Yeah.
coming back, and they're on. We could have brought it back, and that chinga. Hey, dude, that border to come back into fucking Texas is
Yeah.
in the weirdest spot ever, dude. It's like they were talking like there's not even one, and then you know what? We keep driving about 45 minutes, and then there it is. And I was like, "Orale, way!" Hey, they were all pale. They were like, "Dude, y'all would have been able to move that shit. Y'all look like y'all were gonna
Fuck
shit in the
no.
pan."
Oh, you talking about the checkpoint?
Yeah, yeah. And then if you turn back right there, like they could see you, dude. It's just a
Yeah,
straight
yeah,
away, like
yeah. Follow
it's
that truck.
obvious.
Follow that bird.
That's it. That's where it's at. I was like, "Fucking crazy bastard." Yeah. Hey, we got to play in a lot of places with Miss Carter. We went to Laredo
Yeah.
one time,
Yeah.
and we're playing in there, and there was like the old school Mexican men from Mexico, and,
Yeah.
and they were partying, dude. It was like a Friday night or shit. They were playing their music with the pinche pito, like right,
Oh
like
no.
they were having a festival, dude, probably a cockfight in the back, right?
Of
But those
course.
motherfuckers, hey, I go in there, dude, and I start with my bullshit again. we're here to play for the glory of Satan. Hijo, dude, they gave me a dirty look, dude. I swear. I never felt like such a fucking like they wanted to kill me when I went to the bathroom, dude. It looked like the whole men wanted to kick my ass, dude, for taking off their music and just hearing like, oh fuck. That's what I told my friend. I said, I imagine what my mom thought when I said, I'm gonna sing in a band, mom. And she heard me going like, she was like, what the fuck? He thinks he could sing that pendejo, right? Like, I'm being serious. Like they weren't used to that sound. That wasn't
No, of
something
course
you
not.
did, you know. I come from the
Yeah.
times when Klaus Meinl was a good singer, dude. And fucking, you know, Judas
Yeah.
Priest, that motherfucker
Of
could
course.
rip. You know,
Of
and
course.
see, I was barking like a dog in the back, but he, your
Somebody
parents were like,
shoot that dog.
so, pobrecito mi hijo, pero está pendejo, what the hell? And then he thinks he's gonna make it, pandema.
Bless his heart.
Hey, no blessings
Nah,
here.
that's fun. That's
But,
fucking funny.
Yeah.
But,
If you think that we could put something out,
yeah,
let's
I'm
do it.
sure. But yeah, man. So nowadays, well, I say nowadays, but is Green Ripper still a thing?
Hell
Or
yeah.
you guys
Hey,
still
Green,
trying to
Green
do
Ripper
shit?
is alive and is the most fiercest voice it's ever been, dude. We're writing new music as we speak right now,
Oh
and
yeah.
yeah, we're getting down real good, dude. We're gonna come out with a new album called "The Return of the Black Magician," which is gonna be
All right.
real sexy, funky, but evil. You know what I mean? It's just like something that would make you do something bad. You know, that's the kind of music like we like to get into your head a little bit. You know, like I think if you're not getting into the head or the heart, why play?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Hey, in
Well,
fact,
you know
I
what?
gotta tell you something. I
Yeah.
gotta tell you something though. The other day, you know, like we were talking about how music makes you do different things, and if it doesn't, it's really not working that good. Well, the
Right.
other day I had to go somewhere, right? And I thought I don't feel like going anywhere, right? So I put on the ETD that you gave me.
Yeah.
Shit, I got all pumped up, drank 2 beers,
Hell
and
yeah.
shit, I went for it, dude. I felt good after that, dude. That shit got me down, dude. Hey, that's some badass shit, dude.
Fuck yeah. Thanks, man.
That's a badass fucking vinyl. Thank you for the vinyl.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Thank you for checking it out. Well, you know
Yeah,
what? I've played this video quite a few times on the show. So those of you that don't know anything about Green Ripper, here's
check
a
it out.
video. So who you well, we'll talk about it when we get done. So, but this is
All
the
right.
song Green Ripper. It's a video shot somewhere in San Antonio.
Shit. I'll
Yeah.
tell you
So
when we
let's
get
check
back.
it out. Huh?
I'll tell you when we get back where it's shot. I don't.
Yeah. Let's so this is Green Ripper. So check it out. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I
Hell
played that quite a few times actually on the show. People dig it.
yeah,
So
it's fucking cool, dude. It has a cool
what
sound.
is that EP or whatever available anywhere to buy or
Well, right now, dude, we had let it out on CD and that got sold out. We do have it on fucking
sellouts?
on tape, right? We have it on cassette.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, we have it on cassette. We printed it because some Swedish company, right, wanted to put it out for us, but
Yeah.
in the contract they were just gonna give us like 15, and then we couldn't print it again ourselves. I was like, hombre,
Nah,
what the fuck is that?
fuck out of
We
here with
put
that.
the money ourselves and put it out. You know what I mean? It's like
Oh, okay,
there's
cool.
too many
So
stipulations with these new things.
so if
Yeah,
anybody wants to get it, where do they get it?
uh, you can get it on yeah, Stone Cold
Bandcamp or
Sound
something?
Bandcamp. Yeah, Stone Cold Sound Bandcamp.
Stone Cold Sounds
Bandcamp. Hey,
Bandcamp.
we got T-shirts. We got see, we got
Oh,
beer
Stone Cold
mugs.
Sounds
That you got
beer
yeah.
mugs. Y'all got hot sauce too?
Hijo, we got
So
Chile. Hey,
Stone, you got
we got
Chile.
Chile. Nah,
Easy. So go to Stone Cold Sounds Bandcamp and you can get that green Ripper.
yeah, hey, get it.
Oh,
I mean, that fuckers. It sold out right away. We should have repressed it, dude. But
yeah,
we were gonna put it out on vinyl, dude. But everything we got was like just like a kind of like a battle of like I don't know, like our guitar player didn't want to do it with a certain person, and
yeah.
that person was ready to do it right there and then, and it was like in color, and we are like, dude, let's do it. And he was like, nah, dude. So yeah, we kind of just we held back. We're gonna release that too. It's that album is classic, dude. I'm being serious. If you get not, it's not like you're gonna get tired. I love all kinds of extreme music, but
Yeah.
sometimes I would just want to rock out and go back to the old days, dude. That's a damn good fucking album, dude. The whole thing is really real good, dude. It's like there's not one shitty track on that album. It's
Yeah.
fucking good.
What's the name? Does it have a name? The album?
The album is called Dark Sessions, the Dark
Dark
Sessions
Sessions. All
EP.
right. There you go.
Yeah, we
So
did it
so
during
those of you
COVID
that are
time.
gonna. Oh really?
Yeah,
So if
with
anybody
Rag.
wants to get that, yeah, that's the Dark Sessions. Go check it out on the bank on the. I think the whole album's on YouTube. I think.
Yeah, it's on there. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
on
go
there.
buy it if go to the Stone Cold with a K. I think I wrote it on here. There it is. Go check that out. Stone
Yeah, yeah.
Cold Sounds Bandcamp. Get on that shit. Um, so well, I know it's the next one hasn't happened, but if I do another January show in 2027 or even another show, I think it'd be good. It'd be cool to have you guys. If you guys are playing shows, have you on a Houston show down here.
That'll be badass. And one of
Be
your unfest,
badass.
the unfest, or what?
Yeah,
Your
well, that or maybe, maybe
hey,
maybe sometime after that.
hey, whatever,
Yeah, we'll see.
No, sometimes
Big.
so we're already getting old, dude, and everybody hates to fucking travel now. Like it's kind of like, hey,
Yeah, Fraser. Hey, Fraser he's already wanted to get all your shit after one song, dude.
hell yeah,
He said,
get
"No,
it.
make it, man. Have him play this year."
Hey, you know what? If he comes picks us up in the scooter, dude, we'll go to Houston.
Hey, that thing gets up to 34 miles an hour. I don't know if you
I
know that
saw
or not.
him zooming like that. In the picture I saw, you
He's
could
a
see it like
fucking
blurry.
blur.
It was
He's a
like
blur.
blurry. I was like, God damn, dude.
He's
Yeah, you
a
gotta be
fucking hauling
careful.
ass.
Hell yeah. Hey, that's badass.
Uh,
The less you gotta walk, the better, dude. Fuck it. I want to get one for the house too, right here. Uh, hey, well, thanks a lot for
uh,
having us out. It's fucking cool. And
yeah, of course.
check out the little shit show. If y'all guys,
Yeah. That's what I was gonna get
especially,
to
hey, you gotta
next.
come on the shit show so we can
Well,
laugh
I'll
a little
be at
more.
JD's. I'll be at JD's tomorrow. But in the yeah, I definitely want to come on with you guys, dude, for sure.
Yeah. That way
So
we could joke
that
around with
it's
you.
yeah. Hold on. Well, no, it's on the YouTube channel Stone Cold Sounds, right?
Yeah, Stone Cold Sounds
Yeah,
with
Stone
with a
Cold
K.
Sounds YouTube, and you can find the little shit show on there with Freddy and Mark
Mark
on
Messos.
there, and there's another guy. I'm sorry, I don't remember his name.
Conis. We just call him
Okay, there
Connie.
you go. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, here's a question. Did you ever Splatteria? You remember Splatteria, right?
yeah, from Houston.
Yeah, did you go see? They played San Antonio one time with
You know what, dude?
Disharmonic.
I did see them, dude, but I'm being we were tripping on acid. I think being Gideon, dude. It- the thing about the DMZ, it was like a place to hang out. Like Gideon just lived down the street from there.
Yeah.
So whenever we didn't have no cash, old Chainsaw owed us. Like we'd be like, "Come on, Chainsaw, let us in," you know. And he would be like, "Hey, well, as long as y'all not be drinking and doing your drugs, so we were already fucked up, you know." Yeah, but
Too late.
yeah, I saw them, dude. I did honestly see them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, what else? Anybody got any? We're gonna cut it here in a minute. Anybody got any questions that you want to ask? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Don't ask
You'll
about my
never
hair.
know. Yeah, it's not a wig, and it's not a mask.
Yeah.
It's just how he really looks. I know. I saw him.
Hey,
I
I
saw
could have
him.
let you down with that thumbnail. The hair
The
was so
thumbnail. I was
big.
like, no,
I was
but
like, dude, if I come out with, they're gonna freak out. Yeah.
all I know is this. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks everybody who's been hanging out. We've had a pretty good crowd all night, so been
Yeah,
pretty
man.
active. So
Hey,
thanks,
thanks
Shred.
a lot, all you people, man. You're cool people. Just for hanging out. It's
Yee,
cool.
JD just showed up. It's over.
Hijo
Oh,
de
but it's JD.
typical JD. No.
Typical JD.
JD's cool as fuck, man. Great drummer, dude. Great guitar player too, man. That motherfucker's badass. He's like a one man wrecking crew.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
son of
yeah,
a bitch.
yeah.
Dude.
And he yeah,
Chifla.
yeah, mamalo.
Yeah.
Uh, Slayer or possessed? That's a tough question, but I mean, you did say possessed is what kind of got you.
Yeah. But honestly, I'd have to go with Slayer because Slayer has more of a better body of work. You know what I mean? They
That's
don't just have
real.
one album. Or because I never liked
Do.
I never liked anything else from
What is your
Possessed.
favorite Slayer?
Mine
What is your favorite
is
Slayer?
from Hunting the
Honey the
Chapel.
Chapel?
Yeah, dude.
I knew it.
And it's an
I knew it.
EP actually, right?
Yeah, but still, just imagine if that was an
It just
album.
it was just chemical warfare. Like when I heard the Lord's on that hill, the
Yeah.
gods on the
I
war
mean,
must
but
be watching for me.
I always say, Honey the Chapel has the best opening lyric ever.
Yeah.
The Holy Cross, symbol of lies. I mean, come on,
Yeah, they were brutal, dude.
come
Yeah,
on, man. Kerry King could write some fucking lyrics, dude.
they were badass, dude. That's classic shit, you know. And
Okay,
then like a lot of people don't, like to me when I heard fucking Rain and Blood, I'm being honest, the speed and the intensity of that album, dude, was like, dude, it took us to another level too. Like any
right.
musician will tell you, dude, like we changed, things changed,
Well,
you
I
weren't
mean,
the
Dave
same old man.
Lombardo himself says DRI is what got him to play fast.
Oh, I love DRI, dude.
I
DRI,
can
hey,
feel it,
that dude was always the singer Kurt. He was
Kurt.
always available to us, dude. He would
Yeah.
always be like sitting down with the people, dude. He was like you could talk to him. He was a cool dude, man. Awesome. I
Yeah.
think
What's up,
that's the
Carl?
best band.
Carl in Canada. Oh, fuck yeah.
But I think
But
that's the
yeah,
best Texas band. Period. The
DRI,
king, the king of Texas, dude. I
dude.
personally, in my opinion, is
That
DRI, dude.
fucking that Dirty Rotten EP, that first one. No,
Oh hell yeah, fuck yeah.
it's just his brother on the drums. I mean, dude, that
Yeah,
shit.
he got rowdy on that motherfucker. Yeah,
Fuck,
right.
dude.
It was fastest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. He was playing that fucking blast
yeah,
on
that
that shit.
blast beat right on it. That's what
Yeah,
I.
on that. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense to me.
Fuck yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
Billy Milano, he's
Billy
riding away.
Milano.
Hey, you know what? We had to actually. Billy Milano ran our sound, dude, in
Really?
Austin, Texas. Yeah, when we were playing as Green Ripper, the last show we done, right?
Oh,
Billy
okay.
Milano, dude. And you know what, dude? I wasn't nervous at all because it wasn't that packed or anything, but it was a
Because you were
good show,
high.
right? No, and the motherfucker says, "Hey, I'm your sound man. My name is Billy." And he's shaking everybody's hand. He goes, "Billy Milano." And I was like sitting down. I was like, "What? Billy Milano?" And then my guitar player says, "Billy Milano from SO." He goes, "Yeah." And I looked at it. I was like, "Dude, that's fucking Billy Milano." Hey, dude, I've never been so fucking nervous playing my instrument. And when Billy Milano was standing across, just looking at me, I was like, I felt like I was like on Star Search. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna fuck up in front of this motherfucker.
How many stars did Billy give you?
Hey, you
3
know what he
quarters
gave?
of a star.
Hey, you know what he gave? You know what Billy Milano gave us at the end of the show? He said, "Hey, Ozzy's outside. He's gonna kick your ass. He wants his voice back." That's what he said. I was like, "Oh, hell yeah." Hey, he loved us, dude, man. Hey, he had me all hugged up, hermano, que la chica, right? We got along real good, me and Billy Milano, dude, man. He's cool. Fuck, he's out there in Austin. I don't know if he's out there anymore, but man,
I don't know. That's
I
a good
tried to
line,
work
though.
a band up with him. But he ended up leaving for a little while. But
Yeah.
he told me, he goes, just book him. You can book him. But the place wasn't all that, dude. I just, just to meet Billy. Fuck it,
Yeah. We need to get Green Ripper down. JD, you need to get Green Reaper down. Green Ripper down to the 956. La verga. RGV.
We'll go crazy over there.
Yeah. So. All right. Well, dude, this has been fucking awesome. You fucking rule. I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you coming checking out our show live when we played in San Antonio. That was badass to fucking meet you guys there. And ya está.
I know that guy.
JD's gonna. You think you were nervous?
JD just calls. They hear his breath and they do whatever he says. Like,
you think you got nervous around fucking Billy Milano? Wait till you're around JD the sound. You're gonna be fucking nervous as fuck.
No, but JD is cool as fuck, dude. I didn't know Billy like that. Billy was like come on, dude. He fucking.
I know. Of course.
He recorded Speak English or Die. Like it was like God, that fucking.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what he told
Milano
me?
Watch.
He said only Mexican men are working in America. I said, you know what, Billy? I don't. Hijo, he looked at me with dirty look like you son of a bitch. I live off the white girl's money. Hijo, with my luscious hair. Right. Hey, well, thanks a lot, JD. Woo, yeah. Thanks a lot, everybody who hung out with us.
Yeah, no, this was fucking badass, dude. Anything you want to say
before
we get it?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All I gotta say is that this guy's gonna be busy tomorrow, dude. You ain't got no goddamn podcast show to go check out ours. The Little Shit Show is a comedy show. We're not only about music, and we do play different types of music. We're not a straight, like extreme metal show or anything, but we do a lot of comedian stuff, dude. Bullshit, dude. Just some ludicrous crap. If you want to watch a good show, dude, and you're tired of what's on your TV, check out the Little Shit Show. It's coming out tomorrow at 8:00, dude. Check it out.
The Little Shit Show on Stone Cold Sounds YouTube channel.
Thank you,
so you guys go subscribe to that shit as soon as we get done here. You trust me, you'll have a good laugh. It's a good show. I listened to it. Check it out, and go check out their show. It's cool.
And I'd like to thank Mark B for coming over after a long day of work just to set me up because I'm too stupid to get online by myself.
There's a channel right there. So you see that where it says Stone Cold Sound? That's the one right there.
Hell yeah! Thank you, man.
So go check that shit out now. And you know what? I'm gonna leave everybody with this one song. I don't know if you still want me to play it. The Stems.
Yeah. Go ahead. That's the only hardcore song. And you know what? The weird thing about these people is this is part incest and this is part Bloodspill, and we never played a death song. Really weird.
So this is a song called "I'd Rather Be a Joint Hardcore Punk."
Yeah, I'd rather be a
Stems. This features Freddy and also Rob, right?
Yeah, Merlin.
Merlin, aka Merlin, and this song. When was this recorded?
Shit, man, fuck, 90, probably 91, 92.
Oh,
the first time. Yeah, check it out, man. We finally play a fucking hardcore song, dude. Finally,
song. You started off back in '84 trying to start a hardcore band, and then you got one. Well, you got a song anyway.
Just one song. The rest of it is
one song.
Check it out.
So anyway, all right, man. Well, hey, again, appreciate you coming on. We're just gonna go out with this song, and we're fucking thank you again, and go check out the Little Shit Show, and Hell?
Satan. Don't give up on Satan because he hasn't given up on you.
There you go. Words to live by.
You know it's very well for you to smoke drugs. Makes you not be stupid.
You've been watching Jam and Adult Badass. Take care, everybody.